recap in a second because I wrote it down. You'll just need to give me like a minute.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna get some ambience going.
Ambiance.
Hmm.
I believe I've managed to actually still hold on to mine too, so this works well.
I am back. Sorry about that. My roommate called.
No worries.
Okay. Last week on Dragon Ball Z, Paul, John, Floof, and Deshow were having dinner in the Pinehold Soul when Paul had realized they were in fact eating souls and that Floof had lost her soul. Paul got his food to go, as well as John's and Deshow's, and secured a meeting with the mysterious John Doe, the leader of the Pinehold Soul. They then parted ways, with Deshow going around looking at museums, John going back to the Saladin estate, I think, and then Paul went to Arcanostra to do more research. At Arcanostra, Paul met a strange and exceptionally shady tabaxi wizard, Nobu, who claimed to have a way to deal with the gangs, summoning a mysterious entity known as the One That Speaks, who can grant wishes. Paul agreed. However, in the room was Renee's invisible familiar, Minerva. Renee went and snitched to the guards, who then confronted Paul about Nobu. Paul deceived the guards into believing that he wants nothing to do with Nobu. Paul was later confronted by Nobu and, under the snitchful eye of Renea, said he wanted nothing to do with the ritual. By the blessings of RNG, Paul's deception proved too great for the snitch, but Nobu picked up on it, maintaining their alliance. Later that day, Paul, John, Ada, Floof, and Deshow met outside of John Doe's residence, ready for the meeting, with Renee and Kenna hanging back in case of emergency. An attempt to reduce, and the mission was to reduce the amount of gang-related violence in Sonata through diplomacy. And I believe that's where we left off.
Well, Renea is back at Arcanostra. They are doing their spell work, so that is one alteration to what you were saying. But otherwise, yep.
Cool.
All right, very good. You have achieved your inspiration. Now then, before anything continues on with the stuff happening here, we're gonna do some Renea stuff because I need to do that. So let me go and go back to that area real quick. For purposes of stream, would you like to recap what happened there, Renea?
She was working on her spell, and the cat was presumably spying on her and sent her ascending to don't go to the guards again, or else.
Nobu is a cat, for sure. Technically tabaxi, but it's really hard to ever imagine them more than 3 feet tall.
So, while soon after this warning was sent to Renea, she decided to maneuver herself within the arcane laboratory to one of the corners of the room. Not really a lot of room there to do so, because a lot of the instruments required are in the open, unfortunately. But you do find a corner, back to wall, tears forming in your eyes as you wrap yourself within your wings. Some of the other students pick up on this. Specifically, you would see that there are 3 other students who kind of give you wary looks, kind of shuffling awkwardly. However, one of them, looking around like not really noticing anyone do anything about this, would approach. Let's see here. Let me control F and E for the stream purposes. All right. The figure who approaches is a young, half-elven woman, a red hair, relatively warm-looking attire. Could be due to the time of the year being October or late October, or it could be simply her fashion sense or maybe her blood, as you can see that she does seem to have, let's see here, what was her lineage? Perhaps partial Sun Elf blood, simply because of the red hair, or maybe it's Moon Elf, which would not make too much sense for the cold issue, because Moon Elves are traditionally acclimated to cold weather. That said, she would approach. Are you all right?
No, not really. No.
1 second. Someone's at my door. All right. I am back. Well, if there's anything I can do to help.
Renea considers that for a moment. Can you fix the fact that the entire world seems like it's falling apart?
Just gonna
Not as
look
much you can do.
taken aback at that. Yeah. She looks a little flustered. She is. She's not really dealt with anyone this as depressed. Well, I wouldn't say it's quite falling apart. But perhaps together we can work out something to fix this world-shattering event.
She's not being like genuinely serious here. Let me help you fix, the incoming war and everything. Right?
She thinks that you are. She's not being like trying to hide her feelings, so even your passive insight gets this. But she's not like thinking that you're saying there's a giant incoming war, all this crazy stuff, and that's what's on your shoulders. She thinks that you're just like a student or something like that who's had a rough week, and you're like being over dramatic with the entire world type of thing.
I mean, both are technically true, so.
Maybe.
Maybe? Do you know anything about healing magic or divine magic or anything like that?
That's actually one of my specialties. Well, specialty is a strong word. I am still a student, but it is my focus. I don't know why. I seem to have a natural gift for it.
Well, maybe you could help me with this particular aspect of the spell. I'm Renea, and she'll kind of unfurl her wings and stand up and offer her hand for a handshake.
Right. She would return the shake. Jillian. But yeah.
And then I have no idea about the specifics of spell creation. Renea will point to a passage of text that has been giving her trouble.
All right. She will look over the passage of text, and begin helping you out with your spell creation process. When you roll, which there will be a roll, you will have advantage on it.
Oh, hey, that's nice.
Yeah, she is going to idly converse with you, as she's trying to gauge. She doesn't think it's this enchantment that's causing you this, so she's trying to gauge what's wrong. But while that is going on, because stuff's happening, to the Severe Estate. Let me go and drop that token down for you guys. Let's see here. You guys would have been approached by them. Go drop the token down. It's like a T, I believe. Yeah, T. Tieren. Alright. Now, for those back at the Savannah estate, you are approached by this elven man. You believe to be of... what was it called again? Sun Elf descent. Having informed you that it is time to follow, the Master will see you now. You guys all seem to have gathered up and ready to move onward. So, it does look like specifically Ixen and Kenna are staying behind, unless there's anyone else wishing to stay behind.
No.
Absolutely not.
All right. So, he will lead you through the gates into the manor ground itself, along the grand marbled steps, and through the double doors into the parlor. Parlor itself is fairly simplistic. There are some art pieces hanging upon the walls depicting scenes of battle. Most of the battles seem to be of a strange creature none of you most likely have seen. Maybe Floofster. It would be a nature check to figure out what those are. A history check to determine the battle itself.
Sure, we'll make that check. Time for big brain stuff.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh yeah, it's big brain time.
$23.
God damn.
Sure, I'll give this a
23.
shot.
I ain't rolling.
27.
Mm. All right.
Brainius Maximus.
Fucking plus 10.
And is that a
fellas out
history or a
here.
nature check?
That is a history check.
Okay.
Fucking history fellas out here.
We really do be out here.
All right, Floofster, it seems that your fur has kind of displaced this knowledge from your mind. You're unsure what this painting of battle depicts or what creatures those are, but yeah, you're too fluffy, too much to care. In terms of Paul, unfortunately, the show did not roll high enough due
Jesus Christ.
to the not being having the appropriate lore.
Ah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Paul did roll high enough though, because even without the lack of lore. Paul, you recognize this as a battle of an invasion from the specifically of the dimension, that's the word for it, of Abaddon. You don't think it was on this continent, just judging from the scenery and all that. You think the battle itself is depicting an event that happened recently. However, recently not on this continent. An event that happened on the continent of Hikuda. Specifically, it is the event dealing with the crashing of the meteor that caused the giant crater and the subsequent creatures that have billowed forth from the hole. You believe these creatures, which require a nature check to figure out what they are, were formed from whatever crashed there.
My nature is only a +6. That's a 16.
You have no idea what these creatures are.
Okay.
But this battle is one such battle, depicting it. You recognize some of the figures in the painting. Simply, not like you don't know who they are, but more of like you recognize some of their facial features. They do seem to have a similar appearance to one of the people that you saw in the what was the name of that freaking place? Sonata. I can't remember the name of it. Of the Pinealt Soul, specifically one of the people that seem to have a decent sized amount of bodyguards. You believe that perhaps their family was over there and protecting against this threat.
What is Abaddon?
Abaddon would be a religion or arcana check. Both have different information.
I'm going to do Arcana. 13.
All right, let me go grab you some basic information because I think that's enough for basic.
Abaddon is a cute kitty that only like.
Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Basic information for Abaddon. What's the DC for this? All right. Since you would have lore for this, being a amethyst here, I believe you are amethyst, right?
Yep.
All right. You do have enough to get the basics. You know Abaddon is one of the abyssal planes. Not like the infinite layers of the abyss, more akin to how the abyss is demons, the 9 hells are devils. Abaddon is that for daemons, beings of destruction, of oblivion. They are creatures that devour souls.
Oh, fuck. And... Oh, okay, so... Speculation time, one of the heroes most assuredly made a deal with one of these daemons. And that's how the Pinehold Soul is operating. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's the basic information for you. Alright, let's see here. From there, though... Where is the place he's going to be leading you to? I think it's on the 2nd floor. Pretty sure it's on the 2nd floor. Where's your study? To the 2nd floor! Yep, 2nd floor.
Time to unlock that map for us, Sage.
Yep, I'll be doing that in a second. Alright, Control H, no longer hidden, grabbing your tokens. He will lead you up the stairs immediately to your left, up the stairs, copying tokens, to the 2nd floor, where you guys will be standing upon a stone landing with a fine rug, seems to be have been imported through the hallway here. There are several people wandering the halls, all dressed in the previously mentioned black slacks, white overshirt, or white undershirt, and black vest with bow tie, carrying different equipment and whatnot. In terms of numbers, Paul, since you have the highest intelligence of the party, I believe, you would guesstimate maybe about 20 or so that you've seen just through open doorways and through the areas that you pass by throughout until you get to the main room. However, he will lead you this way through the door here. Hold a moment. You'll move on inside. You'll see that there is a thug here and a thug here. Thug is just the name of the tokens, so don't worry about, they don't actually look like thugs, per the description of, fancy clothing. Specifically,
I need name, date of birth, do they have a family?
Backstory. We're talking lore here.
Goals in life, are they twins?
Alright, you guys have a brief moment, about a minute or two before he returns. You are free to do anything you wish.
Alright, just so everyone is on the same page here, we leave before we fight, yes?
Of course.
Yes.
There ain't no need to start any trouble.
I can move pretty quickly. Sean and Paul, you both can take someone with you, yes?
I just realized I'm not on the second floor with the stream. There we go.
Correct.
Correct.
It's fixed.
Alright.
All right.
It's a pretty nice building, all things considered.
The man
Truly,
would
truly.
return, door opening. The boss will see you now. Come through. Do you follow?
Yep,
I will follow.
Excellent.
I will also as well.
Yes, we
follow.
do.
You'll stand here through the door there. I don't know which ones I need to move. So
I do not have
I thank him as we go through.
let me just grab your tokens, make sure ownership is given to all.
I have control of the show.
All right, there we go. Aha!
Oh no. Don't let that happen.
All right, moving on in, you would see there is a man, pale skin, white hair, graying goatee, dark sunken eyes, in a black suit, a black tie, sitting at
Just
the
a
desk.
straight up dude.
Straight up human dude. Oh, let me flip him so he's facing you guys.
The show is slightly taken aback, but does not let it show.
So he doesn't let it just show.
God damn it.
I didn't
Go
make
put-
that
Let me
joke.
go put
It
you in the
wasn't
no
me.
corner.
Okay, yeah, no. No, that's fine.
There you go. Get in the no corner.
Worth it.
Alright. Moving on into the
Howdy.
room, you would see the man before you, sitting at the desk, arms kind of clasped together. Well, come on in.
I
What do you do?
enter the room fully.
I will also enter the room.
Stay.
I will pull up next to the couch there, but I will not sit down yet.
Howdy, sir.
Well, you wish to speak with me. My time is short, so be quick.
Polygen?
Right. Well,
You, Paul?
a friend of mine has been having some trouble with members of the Devil's Den, and we wish to seek a diplomatic solution to this problem.
Why come to me then? I do not control the Devil's Den.
Well, I don't really have any influence over the Devil's Den, and don't think I could exactly walk in and say, keep your people in line.
And so you come to my organization to ask this.
If it's not too much to ask.
He's gonna lean back in his chair. Why would I grant you this?
I'll certainly be, if I possibly,
Alright.
1 second, I need to add some new ambience.
less hassle. I can understand y'all don't have the smoothest of relationships.
There we go.
All right, Floof is gonna kind of step forward and say, "All right, so we appreciate your time, sir, and we understand that you are of great importance all around here. We know that you have great influence with everyone here. We're hoping that you could look into your heart and help us with our trouble with your, what we would call a common enemy."
There is a good
Roll me a persuasion
Thank you.
check, Floofster.
gnomish saying.
Loser's log.
Loser's log?
Are
Oh,
we
that's
about
for when
to
you
lose
notice what
something?
you've lost. I'm gonna post the item.
I got a 22.
I have it typed up. I just need to click enter to post it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Damn it.
Loser's log.
Man, I'm glad everything. Oh no.
I thought you had a higher bonus to persuasion.
I think me and the cat are tied. +9.
Does Sleuthon have proficiency?
I have higher persuasion. My.
Some rusty old cowboy is more persuasive than a cat.
Surprising.
Well, the cat does not have a soul.
Oh, hey, you noticed.
Yeah.
Jeez, how did
They
he
were
steal
using
that though?
the
It was
Prisma
on my
spell that
person.
They were edited.
Yes. I rolled a 32, I believe, on my sleight of hand. Or actually, what was it?
Holy fuck. Okay.
Metrically, don't fuck with them.
There
Arcane
is.
Sorry, I
Creatures
was
are
muted.
Grog.
That was a 26, actually.
26.
I meant to.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Good
That-
job, Paul.
That makes much more sense. I'm surprised I would have less than the rogue. You're a rogue, right?
I think I rolled a natural 20, or maybe it was a natural 19. I know it was fucking high, which is why I was like, I don't even need to roll for Renee at this point, because I know their bonus is not that high. Yeah, even Minerva together would not be that high.
Hey, it wasn't me who stole your diamonds.
Anyways, Floofster, you had a 26.
I did.
All right. Well, you seem to be a bit confused there. However, I can certainly see a possible way forward. What would you provide me if I grant you this wish?
Floof is gonna look into her fur and see if she's got anything.
Oh my god. Well, I suppose that comes down to a fairly simple question, and that's being, what do you need?
Straight to the point, then. Very well. From the looks of it, you all are adventuring a lot. I can smell the abyss on some of you.
Insight check. Or Arcana check or anything. How is it possible to smell the abyss?
Roll me an Arcana.
Desho sniffs under his arms.
John just kind of chuckles.
28!
Holy damn.
Brain blast.
All right. You don't believe there is any real way to smell different planes. There are certain spells, powers like divine sense and the like that can sense evil. It doesn't really go into too much detail. Divine sense could tell you, hey, there's a stench of the abyss on someone. So perhaps he used that. That is an option. It could be some other spells such as detect evil. It could be things such as natural abilities. Some angelic beings, demons, and the like, devils,
I was just about to
all
suggest
have
demon.
these as well. They, not all, but have access to these certain powers. So it might be a natural ability. By all means, though, he does look human. So most likely is paladin, but you can't rule out anything. He could totally be a demon disguise, judging from the fact that downstairs you saw the Abaddon thing. You've been dealing with a bunch of soul stealers or soul eaters. So yeah, it could be anything.
Paul shifts uncomfortably. But that is all.
So, to survive the abyss is certainly a skill in of itself. I do have need of a few items. You take on this contract, bound and sealed in blood, and I will grant you your wish.
What items do you require?
That will be determined if you take the contract.
Nah, hold on. You can't just go signing off your soul if you don't know what you're getting.
If I tell you, it is likely that you might seek it out on your own accord. At that point, well, we all know what happens to those crossing the Severus.
Well, surely
Right.
if you saw that we were going after ourselves, you are powerful enough that you could take it over our. You could take your way with us after that. I assume you are have lots of men at your hand. We simply have the few of us here.
Geez, do you want a waffle iron with that statement?
Yes. Yes, please.
It is true. I do have power at my hands. Strength enough to take from you if you ever to cross me. But why waste the time? You either
Well,
wish to take this task, you don't.
if I may, believe there's a middle ground here. We don't know what you want us to get. You know, of course, and you make seem you also know where to get it. You tell us what it is before you tell us where it is or how to get it. If we are able to collect such an item, then it doesn't seem unreasonable for us to have no reason to decline after that.
Roll persuasion.
God, I wish I could give advantage. Big money, no whammies.
Big money, no whammies.
Big money, no whammies.
18.
Hey,
Not bad.
not bad for the wheel of +5.
Would you like to add anything to this roll?
Don't ask me that.
You rat. You rat, Sage.
I'm gonna say.
Since I was helping him convince it, could I give him the help action?
Yes.
Thank you. Nope, 18.
Same question.
I'ma just roll with it.
Keeping an 18. All right.
Let it ride.
Also, before you continue, related, would Deshow, having been pursued by various criminal elements for stealing slash archaeologying various artifacts throughout his life, have any history with the caviars?
So, as an archaeologist, you have certainly dealt with different factions trying to beat you to the areas and all that good stuff, similar to like Indiana Jones or
Yeah.
Nathan Drake. I'd probably consider it more like Nathan Drake, just because there's a lot more violence in that one.
Mm-hmm.
That said, how much have you done north of Aetherstorm in terms of archaeological digs?
Deshow's been all around. This is the first time he's been in Sonata, but he's been to sites near here.
All right. In that
Before.
case, you would have dealt with them, yes.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't have known their names, just dealing with people dressed this way, which isn't actually uncommon for you. You're like, oh look, it's a bunch of Aetherstorm people trying to stop me. That's weird that they're way up here. But at this point, you might be putting two and two together that they probably weren't from Aetherstorm, but from here, from this faction.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you would know that they have been seeking out, judging from your own expeditions, certain Gith artifacts.
Certain Gith artifacts.
Yes.
Would I have an inkling to if they could recognize me or not?
Well, I can give you two options. You can roll me a stealth check versus a DC you're unaware of, or I can roll a D100 to see if you ever let anyone get away to describe your form.
Ooh, okay. What's my stealth modifier? I'll take the stealth check. $23.
Not bad. Not
All right.
bad.
You don't believe that you were ever seen, or if you were seen, those who did see you did not live long. Whether you by your hand or by a trap or by a monster that was chasing you or anything else like that, you don't believe you were seen.
All right, cool. I probably should have asked that before I spoke up or entered this estate, but we're only thinking of these things now. So,
And 1 second.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh.
oh no, what's happening?
A lot of D20s. I think. I don't know, man. That's a 31 in there. It's not impossible, but it's scary.
Really great disturbance in the force, as
Right,
if many
that one.
die were cast at once.
Oh, and that one.
Yep, pretty much. I'm just hearing.
All right. You are
Dinging
correct.
little-
I should have rolled more times. I have just rolled, and nope. You still got through it.
Okay.
Even with the 4?
No, those
Oh!
disadvantages were you. Because your passive's not enough. So I was rolling active for you.
Oh, those were Nobu's pickpockets.
Yes, the first rolls were his pickpockets.
You rolled a
Oh man.
31.
So why were they at disadvantage?
Because you were unable to see the figure trying to pickpocket you, due to the invisible nature of his pickpocketing.
Okay, so those rolls were at advantage, I assume, for Nobu.
No, they were just flat rolls.
Okay, yeah, he had a.
I just rolled high.
For people who can't see that part, there is a 29, a 14, a 19, a 31, a set, and a 17.
Yeah,
Good lord.
expertise and sleight of hand, hell of a drug.
Nobu is
I mean, you guys said he's a throwaway NPC, but he's not a throwaway NPC. I don't know why you guys thought that.
There's no such thing as a throwaway NPC in a Sage game. I bet there's some lore to these two
I mean,
thugs.
he's about to help me summon something. He's not a throwaway.
It's something, all right.
I don't know who said
Correction,
the-
you're getting those diamonds back and stopping him, or Renee is leaving your ass to die in the next dungeon. Because she won't have diamonds.
Does
Bolter?
Paul
That's just
know
like
that?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, no one knows that he took them, other than him.
not a soul.
I mean, you know that they're gone at this point,
Not a Pinehold soul.
and it's fairly easy
God
to assume
damn it.
that he stole them, considering he sent you a warning message. But you're the only one who knows that.
I was so close though with that last one.
Yeah, you
12
were,
plus
you
4
were
is
close.
16.
Well,
Oh, no. Those already include your plus. Oh, plus 4. Oh, those would be one higher then. So, yeah, no. I thought you had plus 3 because your token's passive says 8, which means plus 3.
It's plus 4 if I have the Ion Stone active,
Gotcha.
which I did while working on the spell.
Yeah, I needed it. Anyways, we have that covered up, so you are convincing him, and you had a 18. All right, that's where we were at. Let's see here. 18. Very well. I seek a Gith artifact hidden within the ruins. Let me go to my world map, get you the name.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
Of Morganon. That
Oh no.
Oh
is all I'll
no.
provide. If you should take on this
Oh no.
deal, we may
Oh,
continue.
I believe that means we have to decline.
I look at notes.
Out of character. That is the one to the south. The one where the Tinkerer directed us to go.
Yeah, southwest of this little island.
If
Ah,
I'm
yes.
not mistaken,
Well-
that is also the one where the literal one thing that the show is after.
Where is my DM's link?
Yep, Morganon, potential hiding place of Heaven's Mirror.
Yeah. So I think we should. Yeah.
Oh man. 1 second, first I have a little roll.
Curse you, Sage!
Curse you, you rat! You skaven bastard. Okay.
18. Okay. The show resists the urge to roll his eyes whenever he says Gith ruins.
So you need some from a Gith ruin in place of taking out, or in place of assistance with taking out your competitors in this town.
Competitors is a strong word. We have a mutual understanding at this point in time. So I'll be breaking a deal if I were to take on this. Hence, desire for something in return, something of value. Something I do not have myself.
It seems there was certainly a bit of misunderstanding. It's my assumption that it wasn't on friendly grounds. I apologize for that assumption.
Well, we'd hate to interrupt in friendly business.
Yes, that I do apologize, but I think I can read the room here of my compatriots, but I don't think we'll be able to go get that one. It's,
Ada is going to stop and look. Hello? Check
Hello?
1 2.
Hello.
Check 1 2.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me now?
Hello? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Ada's gonna stop, look around the room, and you didn't think there was a truth going on? You didn't think we would have to like talk our way through that?
Well, I didn't see
We'll talk about that later.
I'm willing to show on this. Well, we do thank you for your
Ada's going to get up and leave.
by all means.
Good luck. Have fun with your gang war. And Ada is going to leave and go back to working on her thesis.
Well, if there's a working relationship in place between the two of you, I'd hate to interrupt that, as would the rest of my group. Thank you for your time, sir.
There is one other option.
Oh, now you're playing with my heartstrings here, mister.
This is for your ears only, Mr. Saladin.
Well,
Well,
the show grabs him on the shoulder and says, Don't start a gang war without my permission." And he steps outside.
All right.
I'm already half deaf. I know when to go full deaf. Good luck with this, Paul. Don't get anything too over your head. And he will step out after the show.
Excellent. Do you also step out, Floofster?
Let's go.
You are muted, Floofster.
This time I will take a seat.
I am going to go out with them.
Excellent. All right, 2 apples we go, Paul.
Apples.
Hey, funny finding you here.
Yeah, I wonder what this man has to say to me.
It's obvious that you and your companions do not seek to delve to ruins, but there is something else that you particularly can provide.
And what is that?
You are a Saladin. Your sister is a Saladin, although she is hot-tempered like her mother.
Indeed, but she is family.
Indeed. Something that I do not have, that I would find favorably enough to provide you this request, would be a deal, a mutual understanding between our families.
And what would that deal entail?
He's going to lean back in his chair. Cooperation. Assurances that your guards will not interfere in our business, and likewise you will not interfere with your own. More so, if there is ever need for extra muscle or the like, the Saladin estate will provide us. We are, after all, working to destroy one of your undesirables.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline. I wish you no ill will, and I will not come after you, but I do not feel comfortable aiding you.
So be it. And we have nothing else to discuss.
Insight check. Is he angry? Does he plan retribution?
Roll his deception. Let's see. You are that.
Inspiration. Okay, that's a 19.
All right. Hard to read.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm sorry we couldn't come to an understanding.
As am I. Have a good day, Mr. Saladin.
You too.
All right, we can join the others.
Cool.
Hello, we're back from outer space. We just walked in to see that sad look upon your face.
God damn it. As Paul walks out of the room, John will stand up from the couch.
We were not able to strike a deal.
Shame.
What a shame.
Honestly, might be for the better. I may have about signed us up for a bit too much, and I apologize for that. Let's walk and talk at the very least.
You guys leave the estate.
Very much so.
All right. You'll be
All
led
right.
out by Tyrion once more as he takes
Wait.
you outside. Yeah.
Did Nobu take 10 gold for me too?
No.
Not only will I take all your diamonds, I will also take your pocket change.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you have more than 10 gold, and he did not take any gold. No, he only took the coin, the diamonds listed.
Must have forgot to subtract the 10 gold from my written character sheet.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, head on out. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Ada, you're heading right back to Arcanostra.
Ada's going to
Hello.
yeah, they're gonna fly in there.
Okay, heading to Arcanostra. We just clear this. And go right to the music.
Hello.
when we get outside and like away from
Yeah.
the estate, John will re-ask Deshow about. So what's this ruin?
Ah, yes. Morganon, which is the site he mentioned, is Gith ruin. Somewhat of a. It's known for hoarding some pretty nasty stuff. I have personal interest there at the moment. It is rumored to be the hiding place of an artifact I refer to as Heaven's Mirror, which is effectively a communication device with the gods.
Okay then.
If he's after that or anything of similar caliber, there is absolutely no way
This
that we
don't
can let him have that.
this don't happen to be an island in the middle of a forest now, does it?
Sage, would I know that?
Let's see here. It is visible to players on map, so yeah. You would know
And
that
it is
an island to the
It's-
southwest in the middle of a valley next to a few rivers and a few forests. A lot of you do not know the name of, but you know the name is of the ruin is Morganon.
It's the same place.
yeah,
Well,
that sounds like about where it is.
well, we have a similar destination to get to at some point then.
Well,
There's something there my patron wants, and that means there's something there I want as well. I'm hoping it's not the mirror. It shouldn't be the mirror. If it is.
Well. I don't know the intricacies of how the mirror works. It's very possible that something that can contact gods from what is apparently a godless planet also could contact other places. I hate to be negative, but it's important to keep that possibility open.
Absolutely. I'm gonna see about having a chat with him again soon-ish. We'll see. Paul, if you don't mind me asking, what was his little bargain with you?
He wanted my family's assistance in their criminal activities. As in, he specifically mentioned using some of my family guards as muscle, and I said no to that deal.
Understandable.
Minerva's going to insight check that because she would have floated down once you guys walked out of the house.
I can't think any of
God damn it, Minerva.
Jesus Christ.
God, you get
Hard to
nothing.
read!
John is gonna take that at face value.
You will never know what I'm up to, Jordan.
He has zero suspicions.
To show two in his own head about it.
I thank you all for all your assistance. I do feel like we can actually drop this. I have gotten us in way over any of our heads, and I do greatly apologize. My, I guess, family is safer now, so there won't actually be a need to go after either of them. I do believe.
Well,
I am a man of my word. If you need, if any of you three, and Floofster, besides the hat, if you need a favor from me, it's yours.
well, we might have a favor going in the same direction. Shall we back to your home, Pelogian?
Sure. Yes. Yeah, let's go there.
Some rest.
Alright. Returning to, not the world map, the Sonata map. As the gang travels back to the estate. Ada's heading back to there. Renea's already there. Does anyone wish to do anything for the remainder of this day?
I would like to speak to whoever is in charge of the guards for my family.
Excellent. All right, let's see here. Where are they?
I'm gonna be right back.
Very good.
They're probably incompetent too. Give away key details.
So
You just a little bundle of sunshine.
you do seem to have a misunderstanding of how guards function. Guards are not traditional police. They are not modern. They don't have a duty to citizenry. They are hired by the family or by the organization. They are not here to protect people. They are here to protect the organization.
Is there a name for the police in the city, or are they just the police?
Well, there are like different personal guards. So like your guards will just be your guards. There is the Calbeshian army. So there's those people. Traditionally, though, most guards here are going to be the soldiers of the lord of the city. The duke, I believe, is. Let me just go into the city real quick. The notes for it.
In full technicality, John is a guard.
I just expect a minimum level of intelligence from the Arcanostra guards, mind you.
I mean, you also have to keep in mind that you're dealing with someone who literally just bluffed his way into success. So, you know.
But you don't give away details of the witness.
You do if you have
How
someone
dare
who's
these
persuasive
guards
as a
not
plus
be
12.
omniscient?
Like, imagine
Did
if I gave the same situation to you guys as a player, and you're the one who was being like, oh, this person just ratted on me, and you had a plus 12 to deception. And I gave you the same choice, and you were like, oh, I'm totally innocent. That person told on you. He's like telling tall tales, you know? And then, yeah, like, if you rolled high enough, I will work with you, even though it seems completely crazy. Because, you know, yeah. Basically the same thing happened. They rolled hot.
At the end of the day, we are still playing a game of chance where we can only do as best as we can to stack our decks.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately,
Best way to stack the deck is trust nobody, including the guards.
That's the best way to get yourself
I
killed.
mean, she was right all along. The guards are useless. The only thing they've ever done for her was drag the person who killed Whisper off and executed him.
what was it doing?
Hey, I got myself killed.
You did. You wouldn't have been in that situation.
I killed
if,
myself, thank you very
a
much.
zealous guard hadn't dragged you off.
Oh, I remember now. I was trying to find your captain of the guard. Let's see here. Handouts.
I mean, when Renea tries to form a democracy at level 15, this is why.
The small angel is going to form a democracy. Can't wait.
I mean, the king's probably going to get assassinated, so there will be a power vacuum anyway.
For the child.
What was your name? Can't remember
Oh,
this
she's
guy's
not
name.
gonna...
If you consider total lifespans and also general age range,
She's just going to be very unhappy with the current government situation. Even more so. And so when the king inevitably gets assassinated, because I'm sure Sage will do that.
Ah, found him. He's got a weird name.
she'll
That's why.
advocate for a new power structure.
All right, let me go and. So you're looking for your captain of the guard, a half-elven man, seemingly with Sun Elf descent. You believe that he was brought over by your stepmother's side of the family, so Ada's mother's side, as her personal guard. They are Albrecht von Dussel.
I would like to speak with Albrecht von Dussel.
All right, very good. Let me go and drop their handout. So you guys are heading back here. Oh, and we go grab your tokens there too. It's kind of important. And, you're here, so you gotta stay, and everyone else is heading back. Look at you yeeting yourself.
I should have just zoomed out fully. There it is.
Alright. Boop. Alright, grab his handout. Sonata Albrecht-von-Dussel. Size colossal.
Some gnarly scars you got going?
Yeah. Alright, you would find Mr. Dussel, or Sir Dussel, as be more appropriate.
Hello, Sir Dussel. How many guards do we have protecting my siblings?
Your what?
How many guards do we have protecting my siblings?
Let's see here, go and grab your numbers. You... I'm getting the names of your siblings so I can say it proper. And then your brother. Where's your brother? Okay. Let's see here. Well, Alina, sorry. I saw an A for some reason there when there's not an A. Alina. She has a personal retainer of 5 of our soldiers, while Merrick has his own personal guard, but 10 among our traditional force.
Okay. I'm gonna want you to add 5 more guards to each of them, and I want you to double their pay, out of my expense.
Very good, sir. Right away, sir.
How much do you think you'll need?
Let's see here. You wanted these the traditional guards you have, correct?
Yeah.
All right, let me go in.
5 more guards, double pay for everyone.
5 more guards, so I'll pay for everyone, for each. So,
For each.
effectively 10 more guards.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. Services, hirelings. Here we go. Your guards are of this rank here, which means we need to be paid for this. You are a... Alright, so 5 guards per. How long will this doubling of the guards last?
6 months.
6, Jesus Christ.
Sage, this is your fault, so
Alright.
Protective.
paranoia runs deep.
Oh wait, I'm grabbing the value for adventurers, not for soldiers. Adventurers are a lot more expensive.
Yeah, no, we're not getting adventurers.
Alright. Let's see here. That means there'd be this rank, which means that times 10 times 30 times 6. Alright. For 6 months, you're looking at 3,600 crowns. I believe that's the word for gold. I haven't looked at gold currency in Calabush in a while, so 3,600 gold for the 6 months.
Maybe instead of double, maybe a 50% increase in pay.
50%. Okay.
I am not physically made of money, but maybe someday.
All right, that will run 1,800 gold then, sir,
I
for
can
the
pay
6
that.
months. Very good, sir. I will see it done.
Thank you. I can always count on you.
I'll give a nod, fist to heart, and he will move to get this done.
Excellent. And then, where would I go to post a letter?
Well, your own family estate does have a rookery in the tower, so you can go
Cool.
up there to get one of your own burbs.
I will post a letter to Thok.
Still want to see the letter from Thok.
Oh my god.
Never.
Aww.
You disappoint me.
I will live in just silent anguish in wishing to see it.
Heading up to the rookery where your burbs are located, letter is written. Quick thing. Your family is connected to the Arca Nostra, correct? Like, not just you, but your family.
Ooh, well, considering the fact that myself and Ada are prominent members, I'd say so.
Right. In that case, your rookery will probably be one enhanced with such magics given to most of the noble families connected to the Arca Nostra. As such, your rookery, you can either grab a traditional burb, all that normal delivery stuff, or you can get one of the messenger birds. These ones you need nearly speak a name, and the bird will fly towards the figure, rather than flying towards whatever location you would, place within the bird.
I will get a messenger bird.
All right. Very good, very good. You will need to spend 5 gold for the material components, which are at hand, so just mark off 5 gold.
Sure.
All right. Placing the letter within the bird will squawk at you multiple times.
The well-endowed.
The bird will tilt its head.
Thok last name.
Doc doesn't have a last name.
And then Thok.
Bird will tilt its head.
I don't know what you want from me.
Roll me an Arcana.
Okay.
Speak to me, Burr!
14.
Would you like to add destiny?
You did just get inspiration.
I already used it.
Oh. Oh, fuck it, take mine. But,
well,
I am
why,
gonna make
thank
the
you.
joke.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, with inspiration, that's a 24.
Okay. The DC was 15, so I'm happy
Okay.
you used that.
Worth it. Absolutely take it, run.
I'm so sad. I was like, you failed by 1. All right. Looking at the bird and knowing how they function, either Thok is not on this plane, or Thok is dead, or Thok is an area that the bird cannot sense. So like a non-detection zone or anti-magic field or something like that. Effectively, they are resistant to divination magic. So the bird cannot find them.
Do I know if Thok has any measures protecting him from divination magic?
He doesn't. Not that you're aware of.
I cast Sending to Thok.
Alright.
That can cross planes.
Yep. Go grab up Sending real quick to see if there's anything that would prevent that from happening.
One in 20 chance to fail if it's a different plane.
Yeah.
Alright, nothing saying that this would be prevented by what's happening. So, yeah, send me your Sending.
Sure, I'll type this out.
Excellent.
Sending. I guess evocation school for sending.
Alright. While you're typing that out, back at the Arca Nostra. Woo! So, Ada, you're getting back to your dissertation. Or Linnea, you are with Jillian, working on your spell. Oh, and he's also in here. Because he's working on stuff, too. Oh, that's quick.
I was thinking it was the cat.
Alright, 1 second. I'm going to respond to this.
girl with some diamonds trying to stop an apocalypse. I didn't ask for all these thieving cats and genies.
Don't worry about it.
Forget about it.
Until we come back and Sonata's a smoldering crater.
No.
Well, that'll be for a very fun character arc, right? Yes.
The character arc where Renea says, "I told you so." My whole family is dead. Oh, that's a shame, Paul. If only I had a I could bring them back.
That's fucking cold.
Let's see, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Can sending reach the dead, now that I think about it? They're just on a different plane of existence, right?
So this is not going to make much sense in your mind because the last word is going to sound Zozo, but it is technically one word.
Okay.
But in text form looks much more appropriate.
Fuck.
Now, since you didn't notice this,
Do we have to go side quest and save thought?
you guys wanted
the
side
board?
quests, and yes, this would have happened. So, go click at the letter. Now read. Take the first letter of each sentence.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You didn't notice it, so I was like,
Sage.
hopefully he sends
Sage.
ascending.
Okay, wait,
Sage.
so wait, of the first letter or the one he just sent?
The letter I sent earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, below
First
the
letter.
introduction, but
That's
the
why the
first
poem!
letter of each
Sage.
sentence.
Okay. Alrighty, everyone do other things. This is gonna take me a bit. I'm gonna need to Da Vinci code this.
So John, about that favor you just gave me.
Anyways, anything you would like to do specifically?
You said she was kind of poking to see what was actually wrong with Renea?
Yes.
Well, you got the war and everything going on down south, and it just seems like everything's falling apart and there's nothing I can do, and it's really frustrating.
I understand that. Being locked away here, it's not always the best feeling when all the archmages go off to war and we're left behind. Just work on experiments, but I'm sure that they'll be fine. I mean, they're the mages. Magi? Maggie. I don't really know the word for it, but I mean, they are archmages for a reason. And I mean, they have the king on their side and his army. Whatever war is starting, maybe one last. Well, we survived last time. You know, fair point. I'm gonna set up now.
Locked away here.
Yeah, the archmages told us students to remain behind. Even though most mages were called north to Troubadour, students were to continue our studies. So here we are, not able to help.
Renee is going to insight that because she wouldn't describe that being left behind as being locked away. And hey, look, I have proficiency in insight, so I should have put it in perception. 20.
You get the sense that she's a little frustrated that she was left behind when all the other mages, like major mages, moved north. She wanted to join in the council, but she was disavowed. Or not disavowed. She was disallowed. That's the word. And she's annoyed by that.
So, how long have you been here in the Arcanostra?
Well, I've been here for 5 years, I believe. I believe it's 5 years, starting. Let's see, today is the 24th. No. I haven't updated this apparently. It's the 26th. So yes, 5 years now, and a day.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. So, Sage, quick question. Do I get my money back because I didn't actually have to send the Raven?
Yes.
Cool.
Money back guarantee. Man's made sure to get that. Money back guarantee ready, just in case.
So, what exactly do you do here?
Well, I'm a student, so I'm learning the arcane arts. I'm currently working on a project for one of the Saladins. They wanted a blade of, well, some form of magic. My friend there, she'll point to man over here. He's helping me on that, but we're kind of at an impasse at the moment, so figured I would take my mind off that project and, see what was wrong with you. So, you seem to be having trouble with your own. Although I think that was more of what's going on around the world.
With everything else in existence? Yeah.
Well, I mean, she is kind of silent for a bit there. Open her mouth to speak, nothing really coming out. Have you heard the tales of... No.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
What?
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
No. She pauses as she says that, not really continuing. Well, whatever this, I mean, there of course is some, threats to the south, as always is the case. But it was stopped before. We stopped again. I mean, they are sending armies south, so. But one thing that my parents told me is never give up hope. You give up hope, and you're already lost at that point. Hope is the most powerful tool at your disposal. If we still have belief, if we still hope that we can win, that we can survive, well, there's lots that we can do. It seems that your hope is dwindling. I would remember that even the smallest of hero, the smallest of person even, can change the tide.
Are you quoting Gandalf?
I'm just saying words for her.
Definitely doesn't feel like it, though.
I mean, it never really does.
But, thank you. It's nice just to have a kind person to talk to.
Don't mention it. I mean, you look a little down. I figured you could use a friend.
Yeah, you could probably say that again.
Well, consider me a friend then.
You have my thanks.
Let's see if we can't figure out this problem of yours. See if we can't fix this spell.
So, I think part of the problem is I need to use the focus for it instead of just verbal and somatic components.
That could be it. Let's see here. Well, it does seem to have some connection to an entity I'm unaware of. Perhaps a focus of them.
Fire or angelic wings.
Anyways, she will continue helping you with the project throughout. Let's see here.
Oh, there is one last thing Renee would ask her. Do you know if they have like paired sending stones for purchase here in the Arcanostra and with the other one at the Arcanostra in the capital?
Every now and then they have a few. I don't believe they have any right now, though. I'm pretty sure all of our excess we're taking up north with the mages. Yeah, need to provide them for the generals, from what I hear, for quicker communication.
So I probably couldn't even find a unpaired set here in Sonata.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
Well, there goes the plan to, hey, Daniel, do you want to come down here for, an hour and take this sending stone and then go back?
Alright. But throughout that, she will be helping you with your project. Ada's working on her Shubba-Boop and all that good stuff. So, anything else you guys would like to do for the remainder of the day?
This evening, we definitely do not have to do this now because I can see this taking time. We can do this DMs later in the week, whatever. John would like to dream his patron. Since you hinted at that now about 4 weeks ago, and it has been living rent-free into my mind ever since.
Ah, yes, the good old dream. Excellent.
So,
Written on apples, I dare you.
I mean, we'll be going in apples, yeah. But that is a nighttime thing, so.
For Paul, he's just going to return to the Saladan estate looking visibly stressed, and he's going to rush straight to his room.
Alright. Anything else?
That's all for me.
Anything for Floofster?
I was muted.
You are indeed.
Desho is going
wait.
to find an atlas, book of maps, something similar, and try.
Hello?
He's
Hello.
going to. Hello. He's going to try to do some charting of a path down to. My notes went somewhere. Morganon.
Alright. Well, you do have your map, and you know where Morganon is, so you have that going for you. terms of routes there are a few passes within the mountains that will get you to it. You are aware of, let's see here, 3 within close proximity to this area. There is the path here, leads through the mountains like that.
Yes.
There's a path here, leads through the mountains like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is Fell Pass, leads through the mountains like that.
Alright, would I know about, like, relative danger levels of each and any of these passes?
Roll me a nature check. Oh, and of course you would know about the ones way over here, but I'm assuming you want the ones closest.
Yes.
So yeah.
No, we're gonna go
all these.
around so many fucking mountains.
Yeah, let's just go all the way to the western edge of the country and then all the way down. Well,
I
western edge through
say-
this country and through that
If
country.
Sage had readily available airships,
Those are so far
10.
south, you don't even know what that country looks like.
that's why I said readily available airships.
Those don't exist.
You know, like real high fantasy.
Teal, 10.
Let's see here. A 10. All right. With a 10, you have no idea.
Alright, and then...
You
Once
would
I,
have basic knowledge of this region here, though. This canyon, it is Orcish territory and other beast folk territory.
that's the pass that was mentioned to me by Alistair Bradley, where they were doing some digs, right?
Yes. So this entire pass would be dangerous terrain.
Okay.
So you would just know that simply because of the nature of the wild folks living in this area.
Alright, then the show will spend until bedtime reading through 10 Gith books that John gave him.
Excellent. All right. As for your question, Ada, your meeting is tomorrow on the 27th of October. All right. Anything else people would like to do?
If Floofster's not doing anything suspicious, Minerva will basically follow Paul. Is he doing anything suspicious, or is he just freaking out in his room?
In his room, he's freaking out, but he will notice Minerva because he can see invisible creatures within 10 feet of him, and he's just going to give like a vague shooing motion.
Get the feeling she is just giving you this look. Really faint, really hard to tell, but... and then she'll just leave, and...
Okay.
What will Minerva do after that? What does Minerva do in her free time?
Stalk us.
Oh, that's her job. What does she do when she doesn't have a job?
She is really, really into fonts.
Stalk other people.
She likes to stalk everyone.
I mean,
I don't
She's
think she gets
chaotic.
free time. I think you just have her stalk constantly.
she is chaotic good, so she might find it entertaining to just pick a random person on the street and follow them.
Learn their life, learn their patterns, learn their
I don't know. Minerva does whatever it is Minerva does for
If
fun.
Minerva makes herself visible and appear bored to Desho, then Desho will summon Fulgel and have the bird and the ghost spirit play.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that sounds good. Minerva
Alright.
would probably come up with that idea eventually.
So, anything anyone would like to do before we go on to the next day?
Renee is going to stay late working on the spell. Was it Jillian or Lillian?
Jillian.
Jillian. Is she still there working late, or is
She's
she
helping you.
gone? Oh, so she's gonna stay there the whole time. Once they're done, Renee will ask her, do you want to get something to eat somewhere? Is anywhere still open?
let's see here. You are working the 12 hours rather than the 8, correct?
Yeah.
I need another Constitution save then.
Good at those, especially when it's against exhaustion. Because I've got that comfy cloak of protection.
You're still fine. Working late into the night, be early AMs at this point.
She did do some work in the morning before we left to go help John.
True. You did start early morning too, so it wouldn't be too late then. It'd be more like 10, 11-ish. Well, I know a few taverns open this late. We can go to the Nestled Nook, the Dragon's Hearth. What was the third one? I always forget the name of this one. Yes, the Broken Badger. But
Which
yeah,
one?
I'm open to get some food.
Which one's the nicest?
Well, I think the Nestle Nook is more of my style. It's kind of a cozy little coffee shop, like atmosphere. That's just more preference though. The Dragon's Hearth is decent. I believe though that the Broken Badger is the most well equipped.
First one sounded nice.
Right, let us head there then. Very good, very good.
Out of curiosity, what was the inn we didn't stay at it, but Amila got drunk at it that first time we were here?
Pretty guys, that was the Dragon's Hearth.
That sounds right. But anyway, the Cozy Nook,
The Nestle Nook.
whatever. Nestled Nook.
Yep. All right, heading on over to the Nestled Nook, which is pretty close to where you guys are currently located. Very good, very good. All right. And before anything else occurs, I've now made the other inn and tavern visible, so Broken Badger is listed now. There we go. Nestled Nook, Dragon's Hearth, Broken Badger. So, heading on over there, getting some food with Jillian, all that good stuff. Anything else people would like to do? Because that is pretty late into the night.
Out of idle curiosity, how friendly does Jillian seem towards Renea?
She's decently friendly.
This person is going out of my way to be out of their way to be my friend. How friendly are they?
Does Renea notice like any looks or checking her out at all or anything like that, I guess?
Roll me a perception.
If only it was insight. She would have turned off her wings.
Well, insight is to determine what you would notice is. Perception is to see if you notice it.
You know, I really should have taken perception proficiency.
You don't notice her checking you out or anything like that. But you are good to roll an insight.
Does this person seem like they're going to murder me?
she seems friendly enough, trying to, you know, be friendly.
Also, mostly out of curiosity, can I martial check her?
Sure. Let's see here.
She's a 20th level
I swear-
rogue assassin.
You do not know her capabilities.
No idea if they're bard, sorcerer, wizard, or warlock. But I'm guessing a warlock wouldn't be at the Arcanastra for 5 years.
Bitch, you don't know. What if their patron is the Arcanastra?
Her patron is money.
Her patron is money.
All right. Anything else?
Isn't that basically John? Patron is money.
I mean, technically, his patron's the tinkerer.
John has 2 patrons. That's it for me.
All right. And John wishes to do the dream this night, correct?
Yes. But
Anything else?
Do I learn anything cool from the books that John gave me?
Ah, yes, reading the books. Let's see here. Do I have them in your item lab listed?
I think they were 10 books from the Abyss.
Yeah, it was. I was looking through the equipment and went, oh, I've got 10 Gith books here, and I don't have that tablet no more. I should probably give them to the show.
Let's see here. You know, it'd probably be faster if I just controlled F on here for book instead of scrolling up like a noob. I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah,
Book.
they were a while ago.
All right. Let me go specify in item lab. All right, book. Nope. Did I not put it in your item lab? There's entering
might-
book on the creation of teleportation gateway. Shattered Pack, damp book detailing Ragnarok. Grand Journey, damp book detailing drunken sailing. Damp book, which is one of the damp books, just posted again. Book on the infinite staircase. Book on the demon abyss, and then way back during the original part where you guys were dealing with Kriza.
Frieza?
Yeah.
The first boss.
The
Okay,
first boss.
well,
Yeah. I don't
if
see it in
they-
your item lab.
If they weren't documented, then never mind. Those books don't exist.
I know you
That's-
have them. I just
It's
I don't-
like
I don't think you ever bothered to write them down because we just grabbed books. And
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably true.
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember which room you found them in?
in?
Because that's important.
Okay, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure in the library I posted screenshots of the. Yes, I did. Okay, so we still have a skeleton map of the hold because it was 90% sure it was from the hold, of course. Probably the overworld one, so that does beg the question of if they would disappear. But it would have been either from the main library or it was from the little left side like the office place. It was either from one of those. It was probably him just grabbing things that looked engineering-ish.
Gotcha. All right. And this was on the material plane, correct? Not the abyss.
Yes, this would have been in the
Okay.
material.
Let's see here.
One is a book of Gith smut.
I'm so excited.
There was potential there.
All right.
The good old lusty.
Let me go bring up that map.
The lusty
Import.
get Yankee made.
lusty
Yes.
Yankee made. God, please no.
Let's see here. Entrance
Just a lizard
hold.
folk.
Load up the map. Loading map. Beep boop. There you go. Click on the shelf. And main or the leftmost study, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see here.
One of them is a cookbook with a recipe.
Where
to create
were they
lobsters.
held?
Sorry, I just got food. In the bag of holding.
Conjuring them from the bag of holding, the book would reach your hand, and as soon as it does, begins to disintegrate.
Are you giving me dust, John?
That was a book
Hmm.
of Get the Yankee Orge.
Ah, from Valendra's Hold, then.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the rest of them out. So he's gonna step outside of the Pelagian estate and just kind of take them out.
All right, one by one, dust, dust, dust.
Pocket dust, pocket sand, pocket
You
sand.
know what you should have done is make the show go inside the bag of holding and read them 10 minutes at a time.
Not too late for that.
Could have done that. You're right. We're not. Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Slowly read them.
Man, it takes so long to read like scholarly articles and stuff and like absorb the information. I'd be in the bag of holding for between going in the bag of holding, coming out of the bag of holding, and going back in 10-minute increments. I would be so it would take so long.
Yeah.
God.
So,
The sacred text.
Floofster, did you want to do anything for the remainder of the day?
I mean, it would be funny to go stalk Renea.
Are you sure about that?
Ironic.
Feed the paranoia.
It would be funny. She's correct.
I don't know. I'd probably just stick around with someone. I don't think she really necessarily has any goals for the night.
Gotcha.
What do your wisdom saves look like if you want to stalk Renea?
You don't need to answer that. Anyways, Paul, anything else you would like to do for the night?
Nope, just rest.
All right. Kenna, anything you would like to do? All right. So, in that case, the evening would pass by. I have to roll a worldly encounter, I believe. Oh, nope, that's the 28th, not the 27th. One more day, and I will roll that.
Oh my.
Till then, a day passes, a long rest has been achieved. I need to go make sure that I have applied the appropriate loyalty benefits to people. Let's see here. Factions.
We get loyalty benefits.
Yeah, I have to go mark some stuff going on. I guess it did some stuff, which affected
Do I have
factions.
Do I have a card stamp for a free ale?
No.
Hmm.
Alright, let's see here. The morning rises on the 27th day of October. As you all wake from your slumber. Let's change this to current time of day. There we go. Relatively well rested. Some of you having spent more time than is required, staying up extra late, but no ill effects thus far. In fact, for the remainder of this day, I need Renea to roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Can I use guidance on this?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Jillian wouldn't happen to be a bard with bardic inspiration, would she?
No, she's a wizard.
Oh, hey. That is, I forgot the keep highest one. That is a 22.
22. All right. With a
That's
22, with the aid of Jillian, as the 10 would have failed, although that was the second roll technically, you're able to complete the Seraph's Fire spell. Have you already paid the coin for the creation of the spell?
You have to pay coin for spell creation?
Yeah. You have to expend material components and the like.
Can she pluck her own immaterial feathers?
Nope.
Unfortunate. No, I have not.
All right. Let's see here. This is a second level spell, correct?
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. 1 second. Second
Shouldn't
level
this be like
spells are that.
subsidized by the government or something for being an Arca Nostra member?
You're not paying the tax, so you're good there. You're just paying the base cost of it. So instead of paying double, you're paying half.
Oof.
Which means that you're paying 90 gold.
Okay.
Second level spell, so 90 gold.
301 becomes 293.
But otherwise, the spell is yours.
So, learn spells like that, are they always prepared, or do they count towards your
You
list
still have to
of
prepare
spells?
them, but it is on your spell list.
Okay.
So you now have access to prepare that spell. And it's unlikely anyone else will have access to that spell. Except for Jillian, because she helped make it with you. Although she's not a, cleric or warlock, so.
Right. I'll just use platinum for that. Okay, so now I have to choose which second level spell I'm switching out for it before I go yell at Paul because my diamonds are gone. Or do I get that after the end of today?
Get the what?
When do I first have the ability to prepare the spell?
That would be during the next dawn.
Okay.
Because you can prepare spells after a long rest, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, next dawn.
Okay.
Let's see here. 1 second, I'm reading some DMs from players, so. Have I had you roll yet, JC? For the success of how well you wrote that? You're muted if you're talking.
You have not.
Alright. Roll me a scribes tools, calligraphers.
Can I guidance?
Yeah. It is intelligence based, but it is a tool based on writing. So if you have one of those tools, excellent. Otherwise, intelligence check.
Are you sure we can do charisma or wisdom?
I am sure, yes. Normally it'd be religion, but you literally just became a person of this, so.
Okay.
You don't really have enough religious knowledge of them.
So if Renee was doing this, what would you have her roll?
Religion.
Would she get advantage because she's aware of this? Because her religion has a +1.
You would not have a religion advantage, no.
Okay, so
Just the DC would be different.
do I have advantage since I suck out seeked out? I don't know. The other philosophers there to bounce ideas off of, or no?
Yes, you
It's
would
most
have advantage from
assuredly
help.
not sucked out.
I think it's thought out.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's a 14. Wait. Yeah. Oh wait, no, you had me roll the 3 things.
The 3?
The 3
Oh,
things.
yeah, I remember now. What was the results of those?
I think they were actually the last things I rolled in here. So
'Cause
it might
I
not be
thought
too
you
hard.
rolled, but I wanted to make sure, which is why I asked you.
Yeah, it was right before the downtime started. I think the lowest one I had was a 16, 18, 20 something, I think.
Also for aid, if you guys label what you're rolling, it'll be much easier for me to find things.
Yeah.
Especially if it's for crafting or something like that.
I
Those are
had a 3 that turned into an 18 because of divine intervention.
breath, no. Man, there's many rolls here. Nope, continuous research, which means we're probably close.
10/10 is the date it was rolled.
10/10? Alright.
Yeah.
In Dice Roller from J. Fine, fuck you. I don't know why it's not letting me do stuff. All right. There we go. So we have your shoops and whoops. All right. Your paper comes out decently enough with the aid of those who are working with you. You now need simply make your way to the woven tapestry, the temple to Shellen, and present your case.
Okay, so I'm fine with keeping the numbers I have, but you did say I could have inspiration for the rolls, and these are rolled without inspiration.
True.
So can I roll the inspiration, or are we just sticking with what I got?
Roll me 3 more times. I'll take the higher. No change.
Cool.
All right. So, your plan is to move to the woven tapestry. So that is known. Correct?
Ada did not tell anyone the day this was happening, just that they were doing it.
To my knowledge, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, they're gonna. Wait, are you talking about like faction hopping or?
No, I'm just where are you people being for downtime?
Yeah, Ada's gonna go there.
All right. Going down the list, let's see here. Next on the line is Kenna. What would you be doing for this day?
Kenna would be going back to the Draconic Legion to inquire further about the answer she did not receive the other day.
All right. We'll flop you on
Super
over there.
sketchy. And nobody called them out on it because, I mean, it was sort of Kenna's thing, so Renee's like, kind of.
All right, that is what you're doing. Going down the list some more. John, what are you doing?
It's gonna be the merchant comes Friday, right? We got that just.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So not yet. So today he will check in on Willow, making sure she's all moved in. Other than that, nothing fancy.
All right, very good.
The show's just chilling.
Right, that's where's your house?
John
There it is.
would actually be a rather efficient mover since he can cover 500 feet in a step with up to his carrying capacity.
You are damn right.
All right, we have you placed. Going down the list. Floofster, what are you doing for this day?
I don't yet have anything planned. Can we come back to me?
Very good. Renee, I know that you are at the beginning doing your spell work. What will you be doing for the rest of the day?
Well, in the morning, when she notices the diamonds are gone, she's going to tell that to Paul.
The diamonds were.
You are kind of breaking up there, Paul.
What was that? You were very faint.
The diamonds were stolen?
Yep. Had 6 diamonds in my bag of holding, and they're all gone. And I bet you 10 gold that it was your friend Nobu who took them. Who is now going to summon his genie. So if you did still have a meeting with him, I suggest you try and fix things before he burns this entire town to the ground.
I'll get you your diamonds back.
I would appreciate it.
All right.
And unless Paul, like, until the point in time when Paul, like, contacts Renee, like, I found your diamonds, I need your help to grab them, then she'll go do her spell work.
All right.
Because otherwise, there's not a whole lot she can do other than have Minerva wander around and look for the cat.
What is
After
Minerva doing?
What?
What is Minerva doing?
Wandering around and looking for the cat.
All right.
Not Floofster, the Nobu.
Oh, Nobu. Gotcha.
There are now more than one cat.
And both of them are bastards.
All right.
One of them is a lovable bastard.
Is that me?
Floofster?
No, it's
No,
no good.
no.
Aww.
Hey, sick burn.
Come on.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I
Floofster was
enjoy
very
Floof.
lovable.
I enjoy Floof a lot. John doesn't, but I enjoy Floof a lot.
As far as we know, Nobu is more likely to have a soul than Floof.
That
Just saying.
He might
You
have
know
multiple.
nothing, Jon Snow.
He might have multiple. Who knows?
All right. So, before we get to Paul, to show, what would you be doing this evening, this day?
Just hanging out, probably.
Just
Don't have
hanging
anything
out.
exceptional. Just like,
Excellent. Very good.
yeah, I'll come and meet the kid.
All right, Jordan and John then.
Why not?
Seems like the kid has an uncle.
I'm
Segai,
kind of disappointed that
Pretty much.
the kid didn't come with Willow.
I need to roll my portents for the day.
Stay away from my son.
All right. So, that has all been set up. We now
And
have...
He wants to, go on a date with Renee. That's his business.
Stay away from my son, you hard.
Man, those are some solid portents.
Yep.
Good lord.
Check your DM stage.
Sage, how many days has it been since the show commissioned the lightning rod to get made? That happened when we first
Let's see
arrived.
here. Lightning rod, correct?
Yes.
God, it's been 2 days.
1 second. I have to go through my notes. I did not have it on my notes for when it was completed, so I have to go add it real quick, which means I have to go back to the calculations for it, which is easy, no issue here.
You said
One
it
moment.
was.
Doing man hours. You're doing this fast version, which means that per. Oh wait, it has to be half that. Because he.
Unless you were scrying on someone you could see.
All right. 13 days, which means you started that here, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, right before market day. How nice. All right, it will be ready on the 6th of November. It is currently the 27th of October.
Cool.
Shows
10 days.
lightning.
No.
Do your months have the same length of days as real world months? Or are they all 30 days?
In this calendar, this planet, they are the same as ours, effectively. Yeah, the names are different, but it's pretty much the same.
So 28 days for the second month, 31 for October, 30
Depending on
for
leap
November.
year, yeah.
11 days.
Hydron has a leap year?
So
I mean, every 4 years, yeah.
Deepest lore.
his is done in 11 more days. Which means mine is done in 6 more days.
If at any point the entire party is together during the day, though, I would like to run something by everyone.
Alright, 1 second. What is Floofster doing during this time?
So Floofster is going to go find a tavern to go play at, maybe earn some coin.
Excellent. There are several taverns within the town. Are you looking for upper, middle, lower class tavern? Are you looking for a seedier place or a normal upper class? Not upper class, well-to-do establishment?
I'll go into a more well-to-do establishment. The people who are more well-to-do have a little bit more money that maybe they will give me.
All right. You're a cat. There's a giant fluff ball. I need you to roll my persuasion check.
You were talking about playing for like cards for money, not bard playing
They're
music.
a bard.
I mean, hey, both are valid.
I did that very incorrectly. Never mind. I'm gonna go to the right place to do that.
That is indeed the incorrect location.
That is the incorrect location.
Oh yeah, send me your secret
None-
dice rolls.
This is so secret. No one can.
Hmm.
I'm actually blushing. Okay. I know what's up.
All right. Managing to talk your way into the tavern, the upper scale tavern, you're able to find yourself allowed on stage and are allowed to perform. You can roll me a performance or instrument check.
Wait, what instrument does Floof play?
I don't know, what do you play, Floofster?
For guitars. She just strings up some of her longer hairs and gets plucking.
Blue flex to sing.
All right, performance check.
Oh no.
What skill do the instruments use? Charisma?
Depends on the instrument.
Is there a wisdom-based instrument?
No.
I forget I'm good at shit.
Hey, it happens.
I
All
forget
right.
that I'm same.
So, with your
I'm
song,
like, oh yeah, I have like really good.
singing through the tavern, the noble men and women within there, as well as some of the upper class non-nobility, would cheer and praise your song, whatever it may be. It was well performed. In fact, you are given many tips and a free meal by the owner. The meal itself, if you do accept it, is nowhere near what one would want. One who has your certain
Oh, Floof will accept.
certain issues, but it is a delicious meal.
Je ne sais quoi.
But,
Floof does really like food, and free food is even better food, so they're gonna go after that. Just absolutely real excited.
You do make 140 gold, though.
Damn.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Out of curiosity, what formula do you use for that, Sage?
I look at the skill level achieved, so they were rolled at 29, which means they were in a near master level performance. I then look at the cost to hire such a person, as well as the location they're found in. So since they went to a higher rank establishment, one that would, reasonably have more coin to it, and would have perhaps looser coin purses in terms of those who might pay more than they think is actually appropriate, or might actually get stingier, depending on the person. But you rolled high enough, so no issue there. Yeah, basically, the higher class establishments are high risk, high reward, because you might be thrown out if you roll low enough.
And then you used your hireling table.
Yeah, effectively.
Okay.
I mean, they're supposed to be like a proper table for it, but for speed, I just grabbed that one. Anyways,
Sorry, how many gold was that?
140.
Thank you.
right, 1 second.
Son of a bitch.
Would you like to spend Destiny?
Yes.
All right, roll me a d6.
Four.
All right, that is a 20% reduction, which means we're at a 45.
Yes.
All right.
Whew. I don't know what this is for,
Don't worry about it.
but I'm happy it's succeeding in your favor. It doesn't matter what it's for. I'm interested in what the fuck Paul is doing. And
1
those
second.
letters.
Such a weird combo of dice.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, cool. My headset broke for a second. Did I miss anything? So my audio cut right after the reduction was made.
Mhm.
Did I miss anything?
No, just comments about concern, but we're glad it's going good for you.
So am I. So am I.
Unless you're trying to summon a genie, in which case I hope, well, the summoning fails outright is the best. The genie never shows up. In fact, you offended him so much he stays away from the material plane for the next 1,000 years.
He actually fucking dies.
Trying to summon an eldritch unknowable being and you muck up the summoning so bad it kills the eldritch being.
I'm sure it could happen.
Sure it could. But what eldritch being is going to be dumb enough to submit to a botched summoning like that?
1 moment. I have to do some stuff on the side, yo.
This night will surely be a momentous one.
It will.
Sage, you know, I don't think you're actually gonna have to roll a worldly
Probably not this session. Yeah.
event for this day. Just I think Paul is the worldly event this day.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
You said you want to do something specific to show, correct?
I'm just following John.
Excellent. I know
Um,
someone said that, so I wasn't sure. who it
he
was.
said that if everybody's together.
Gotcha.
Yes. When everyone's together.
Gotcha.
So
Whether it's morning, night, whatever.
All right. Well, while I wait on some stuff going on with them, you're working on your thing. Minerva's following Kitty. Kitty is singing songs. Ada is
looking for Nobu, not following Booster.
Yeah, Kitty.
there are multiple kitties to consider now.
Indeed. Ada is heading to the woven tapestry. Paul is doing Paul stuff. Deshow and John are going to Willow's, and I think that's everyone.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, so I found what I need to do.
So, while that is going on, Ada, moving on over to the woven tapestry. Entering into the Grand Cathedral, you would be led into a room sequestered in a kind of off to the side in a rounded chamber with stained glass windows going in all directions besides the one wall that leads into this chamber. Effectively, it is kind of like over here, but on the second floor. In this chamber, you would see that there are a single small table within the center, a raised platform going up 3 different levels. Each of these platforms holding a table that is half moon in shape, with chairs interspersed about 3-4 feet in between each other. On 3 of these chairs, there is a figure. Of course, you would know Mira. She is the priest of Shellen. Let me go grab my handouts.
Of course you would know.
You dirty-minded fools.
What do you expect
Not
from
being
us?
dirty-minded, they literally fucked.
I know.
That is canon.
It's true.
Canonically, they have boned.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm just calling it.
All right. Where are the other ones? I know some of them are not here, so I have to grab the ones that would be here, who would be overseeing this venture. Those would be which? One moment.
I still wish this war had started because of the advantage on the bad event happening because we were moving at a fast pace. Because it'd be more funny that way. We decided to move quickly, so a war got started.
All right. You would be the presiding Gorham priest. And where is the presiding Abadarian priest? That should be you, I'm pretty sure. No, you're over Troubadour. Where is your second? What was your name? I swear I saw you recently. Ah, there you are. Gorion. Yes. Alright. Let me go grab these guys and drop them on for you, make them visible. So, you would find Mira, of course. You would also find 2 older men, one of which looks to be relatively well-groomed, well-kept, short-trimmed goatee, graying hair, green eyes, dressed in fine grayish robes with a tan scarf around it. The other, however, this figure is a warrior through and through. You can see that they are dressed in armor, which seems to be rusted over and maybe covered in some stains of blood. They have a large fur cloak shawl, a symbol of the Temple of Gorham, kind of holding the cloak together as a cloak clasp. They have short cropped graying black hair, an eye patch over their right eye, and a large grizzly black beard with a hooked nose. Let's see here. And purposes of handouts first. Here is Garayan. And here is Heris. just make her handout bigger too.
I'm at 132 of 148.
Are you looking at the stream?
No.
I'll send them into Discord.
This is why you use the stream. Let me guess, the one with the eye patch is the War God priest.
I mean, how'd you know? He also has a symbol of Gorham on his cloak clasp.
Little racy, but okay. Little stereotypical, but you're not wrong.
See, I'm not familiar with Pathfinder god symbols or D&D god symbols, actually, so...
Oh, the picture doesn't actually show that. Can't really have, you know.
That would just be extra fancy.
Yeah. But yeah, this close clasp is Gorham's symbol, not that golden ruin. Anyways, these are the three figures presiding over you. You do not really see anyone else in the chamber besides these three figures, but they would be standing behind their desks, next to their chairs, as you enter. All right.
I'm going to guess there is a... Can you mute Ryan? I'm going to guess that there is a area I'm supposed to go stand in.
You would see that at the bottom, in the center of this room, there is a table there with a single chair.
Cool. So, what happens when Ada first goes into the door? Well, before they go into the door where she knows she's supposed to go, she opens the door of thaumaturgy, throwing it open as they stride in, and their cloak bellows into a great ball of fire with the symbol of Hestia floating above her. As they make their way down to the place where they are going to give their defense thesis thing.
Excellent. All right. With quite a showy entrance, you make your way down to the table placed at the bottom of this chamber, middle of the room. Quite an entrance there, lass. I'll have a seat. Yes, indeed. You'll write something down. Not to worry. Do have a seat, and when you're ready, whenever you're ready, give me a persuasion check to speak your piece from your thesis.
Ada is going to go over her practice speech using guidance and thaumaturgy to emphasize points within the thesis itself.
All right.
Basically showing off, hey, I have cleric powers. This is a real god.
Or you're a tiefling.
All right. Roll me your.
That's
check.
Yeah,
Racist.
the sun elf is a tiefling.
Cool. So, just straight persuasion.
Yep. Plus your guidance.
Ooh. Okay. Quickly check to see if there's anything special I have that I was able beforehand. Let's see. Yeah, that's all I can do. And us having favored enemies humanoids is going to help me here.
No.
Helps you kill him.
25. You know what? Because this could really help us. I'm gonna use a destiny.
All right, using a destiny.
Only a 1. 26.
26. Destiny point used. Ooh,
Hey,
I have
no
so
villain
many
point.
villain points right now. Oh no.
But we use them like Canny Sage. It's fine.
I know. I have 23 in storage.
So
Nice.
So what I'm hearing is when we eventually. So when John eventually becomes a lich and has to fight fucking Pazuzu, you're just gonna burn a fuck ton of.
The next fight, they get to have an extra d6 on every single roll.
Roll.
The next fight, there's just straight up 2 of them.
I
Whatever
think
the next
Sage
DD
caps
is.
his destiny at like 4 or so per boss, so just every boss has 4 destiny now. It's like legendary resistances, but destiny.
All right. Giving an impassioned speech to the assembled council, who are presiding over your, what's the word for it? Presiding over your request to join the Ministerium as a member of the Pantheon. Your words are impassioned. They are true to form. They speak from the heart and show a faith that is desired by the Ministerium and their Pantheon. However,
So it wasn't a DC. It was a DC 28, wasn't it, Sage?
However, there is a pause as the Gorham priest would speak up. Well, these are certain qualities that our Ministerium favors. That said, indeed, there is one issue. They would look at each other, look to Mira, look back towards you. The issue here is numbers. There is little who worship, who practice this faith within the country of Kalbesh. There are others, in fact, who are already seeking out to join our faith. One among them is the Temple of Asmodeus. Their numbers grow swiftly. Although they are less favorable in terms of the eye of our faith, of our pantheon, they have the numbers. They have the seed of faith. Indeed. So, to join as a member of the Pantheon, you'll need to take a seed of faith. Gather followers. When the seed is ripe with energy, then it'll be time. And only then will you be granted, you and your faith, membership among the Ministerium. He will wave his arm, followed by Gorion and Mira, as a strange little looking white seed is formed. The seed will float forward and land upon your table. It is larger than one would expect a seed is. It's about the size of take a sunflower seed and triple it. About the size of that. So it's not like terribly large. It's just still a seed, but it's pretty large for a seed.
Like the size of an almond?
Yeah. And that there shows Hestia's strength here in Kalbesh. Right now, you'll see that it is fairly dim. When it grows bright, blindingly so, then you'll know that it is time. When this happens, return here, and we'll induct you into the Ministerium. Effectively, you have gained the quest, Gather Followers. One thing of note, though, you'll know that the seed is already swelling with some energy more than just yourself, those within Dwindle and Renea. There are others within this continent, within this country that worships Hestia. I'm going to go add to your quest log. Let's see here.
Renea might not be the most powerful cleric of Hestia in the entire cosmos.
The Ministerium is the quest giver, and the task is to gather 500 followers of Hestia. You're currently
500,
at
huh?
500, yes. You currently have 2, then we have the population of Dwindle, those followers of it specifically, which would be... What's the size of Dwindle? 1 second. Give me a moment. I have to grab the other village that is following Hestia as well, and grab them. Because you're not too bad, but I do need to grab these numbers.
Sage, what's a fast breeding race? Like
Jesus
kobolds?
Christ. You're gonna pull a freaking nerf
Damn
and just spread the seed?
Just like go to a bunch of kobolds, just have them keep multiplying as I tell about Hestia. I'll get there in like 2 years. It'll be faster.
Alright.
People. So all I gotta do is convert Willow and her son. And
Right. So you have Dwindle with 86. And then you have this other village, which I cannot name the name of it. Join a DM view.
is that the total population of Dwindle, or
As all the followers in Dwindle.
I feel like there should be more followers since they are currently, the village isn't being attacked by Fae because of Hestia.
Ooh, wow. This other city's got a lot of people. How many of them are followers? Let's see here. Okay. And the other place that is a following Hestia has 175. So you are at 261 plus you and Renea, so 263 out of 500. You're halfway there.
I'm already halfway there.
Yes.
We're halfway.
That seed is actually pretty bright.
What was that description of the other village?
That's
You're
for
literally living on
By
a
a
Ada to know.
river on a wooden building and it shines brightly.
you are given your quest, Ada.
Okay. Did they have anything else to say about things I mentioned to them that I DM'd you?
You DM me stuff.
I DM'd you stuff.
1 second. Right click Ada message. These things. Let me go. Nothing on the first one because that's fairly, standard stuff.
Yeah, I figured things would happen and we might end up having to move in.
Roll me a persuasion check for that second one.
Cool. Just straight persuasion, right?
Yep. And clarification on the third as well.
Plus 6, and watch me roll a 1. 2 ones. A.
All right.
The rock that I have.
Dwayne the Rock.
The one that I got resurrected with.
Gotcha. All right.
You got resurrected with a rock? Oh yeah, that's right, you did. Wasn't it more of a crystal?
It's basically the same thing. Rock, crystal, lava, it's all basically the same thing.
So, with your second one, speaking on this, you are little unsure. You're not as confident on your speech on this one. It is spoken
It's
truthfully.
clearly something Ada does not know too much about.
So it's trepidation in your voice. There's not fully given information on this. I do not know if you want this to be public, so that's why I'm being vague. But the council themselves, other than Mira, are unsure. They believe that they would have heard signs or been warned or anything like this. Basically, they would need more evidence to believe you. They think this is far-fetched, and especially for one not among their faith yet, although you are petitioning to join it. They're gonna need more information.
Yeah, Ada would have made it very clear that the person who has this information does not want them to hold it, and to give them the name of where they can go get it. if they want to check on their own.
All right. As for the third one, they would warn you to protect that with your life. They would warn you that if you wish to see the faith continue, an altar must be built with that as its heart. And that will be the new home of your faith. You have gained another quest.
Dang, okay.
Temple
So
of the Eternal Fire. Quest giver, the Ministerium. Actually, I'm going to call it Hestia, because technically Hestia.
So you mean
Build
we'll have two
a
places we can
temple
ward of repulsion?
of Hestia, with altar holding the divine spark. All right. There you go. You have gained two
now I have to think
quests.
of where do I want to make an altar of Hestia at?
The abyss.
All right, that is what
Fucking
happens with
do
your
it.
bitty boop. Now that's covered. Anything else anyone wants to do this day?
I believe I have an appointment.
Indeed.
Kenna had the appointment with the Draconis Legion too.
Indeed. So, since I'm not hearing anyone else speak up, we'll do Kenna first, because they were first in order. So, Kenna, returning back to the Draconis Legion, you would find that the soldiers atop the gates would allow you entry once more. No issue there. Let me remove these buffs because they're not active anymore. And once more, you would be allowed entry into the main part of the keep. You would find the familiar figure of Alexander Norska inside as well, seemingly giving some orders to some of the other members of the guild.
Hi, Alexander. What do you still want me to ask for Mika, or are you good to talk?
I can speak with you.
Oh, okay. Do you remember that question that I asked you yesterday? That I said I'd come back and ask more about once I was alone.
Remind me. It's been a busy day.
Sorry, it was from the Ashen Lady. She said that you might have some power, some sort of man shaping power, similar to lycanthropy, but not.
Well, the Ashen Lady speaks true. We have power. Although it is not lycanthropy this power holds. That is something this power fights against. However, this information is a secret of the organization. I cannot provide it legally without you being a member.
Okay. What do I need to do to become a member?
Well, first you must prove yourself a worthy adventurer. Everyone starts somewhere, so for this information, this is of the higher echelons of the guild. As such, you'll need to partake in a quest of induction within the guild. There is a board within the main hall here. You can find several quests there of different matters that might pique your interest. Take one of those. Come see me if you have picked one up, and we can mark it as your induction ceremony. Once the quest is concluded, you'll become a member. After that, it is only a matter of which quest you performed, which rank you will achieve. If it is a simple matter, it will likely give you just a fledgling among our guild, but if it is of a greater importance, you might be risen to a higher rank. If you are risen to a fledgling, well, it'll be some time or some greater quests before you are allowed this knowledge.
And this quest, does it need to be by myself, or am I allowed to take others along with me?
You are allowed to work with others, but it must be done officially for the guild.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll go and look at the board, and if I run into any questions, I'll come back and ask.
Very good.
Thank you.
Of course. I'll be here. All right.
And then we'll just go look at the board and then see what there is to do.
So looking at the board, there are a few options. Let's see here. You can see that there is a quest put up by one Fabius Dorn. This Fabius figure has spoken on their brother going missing within the woods southwest of here. They have put up some coin to ask that their brother be found and returned safely. They worry, since it has been a few days since they're missing, that they are either lost or something worse has befallen them. Especially since the woods southwest of here are a known location of, let me see, let's see here, it is this region here, which means the Moon Mist Woods, of wisps, of spirits. So they worry that they might have been taken by the spirits. So you have the Moon Mist Brother, that is the quest there. Let's see here, the next quest on the list here. There's a quest on the board seeking out the head of a great beast. A scaled creature flying over the mountains of the Weird Smoke has been terrorizing the village of Vestige. They seek brave heroes to find this beast and slay it. More so, they wish that it is likely due to the size and nature of it that it is not alone. They believe that it has eggs or young. They wish these to be destroyed as well. This is the Dragon's Nest quest. Note, it does
Wow.
not specify what type of creature it is, only that it is a reptilian flying creature. So
What
you'll
are
have to
they?
get more information on that.
What option? Rocks are avian, right, Sage?
Yes, rocks are avian. They're giant burbs.
So wyvern or an actual dragon seems most likely.
Wyvern, dragon, something similar. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. We should have two more on the board. All right. You then have words being sent. This one's fairly limited, actually. Is simply calling for aid. The word specifically, go into your something real quick. I haven't been on this one for a bit, so I have to go and find it once more. Alright, this is actually right there. This one speaks on people, citizenry going missing within the town of Kraken's Hollow. It is spoken on that the townsfolk here seemingly going missing without a trace. No sign of them leaving, no prints, nothing like that. As if they just vanished. there's not really too much going on with this information. It doesn't even mention who called for it, just that it's signed with a symbol of Kraken's Hollow. Beyond that, the quest itself is known as Kraken's Confidential.
Nice.
All right, and let's see here. There should be one more. Where are you? By the way, I'm skipping any of the low level ones because I assume you don't want to do a level 1 quest. If you'd like to, I can grab those too.
I mean, I kind of
No,
want
not
to
level
just
one.
see what a level 1 quest looks like.
I can do that. I'm also been skipping some of the higher level ones, but I can
There's
also
a
grab those for
cat
you.
stuck in a tree.
God.
Appropriately leveled ones are good.
There's a giant rats in the tavern. What you don't know, however, is these rats have cantrips. So
Yes, all of the rats can cast Firebolt.
the thing is, though, they're not intelligent enough to cast it. So each turn, Sage rolls a d8 and they just shoot a firebolt in that direction.
All right. The villagers of Rivershell have called aid from the Cronus Legion. They have spoken on trade being blocked from the city of Crescendo on the western coast. Something along the northwestern trail that leads from Rivershell to Midshore to Crescendo is stopping their trade. Their merchants have been waylaid by something monstrous. Signs of destroyed wagons, carriages, blood, things like that have all been seen. They have no idea what's going on, just that anyone going westward from there is, being stopped. There is no word from the village of Midshore, so that is also part of the mystery here. There's been no sign, no word sent from them. So this is a thing that is also a quest available to you. It is known as the Lord's Retreat. Now, would you like to learn about any of the higher or lower tier ones? These ones are various levels that you guys are in the level range for. That is not saying that they are designed for your current level. It's just saying that you are in the range of levels that they would be doable.
No, I think we'd be good with that list. Which one would be most in line with where we're headed next?
That depends on what the party's going to do now. I have no idea what you guys are doing next, so...
Yeah.
Only one
We've
that
got
sounds
fire
remotely in
and-
our way. The
Yeah.
Mistwoods are close by us. And we probably have to go to Kraken's Hollow at some point, but it'll probably be a while. So the other one on the coast sounds like it's a bit out of the way.
We should also take care of that green dragon at some point.
That should be the first thing we do.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. South seems pretty cool too, just saying.
Do we have to do Soraya now?
Those are the missions that you have gathered, since you do not wish to look for higher or lower ones.
What side of the Wormsmoke Mountains is the village on that's having the flying
Oh,
reptile?
Vestige is right here. Let me control that for you guys. One second, it's being slow. Come on, load, you got this. My player view is frozen, so 1 second. Come on, I believe in you. Don't make me change maps and Joe back. You're gonna make me do that. There we go. Okay.
Please God.
Vestige is here. It's actually pretty close to Elder's Crest, your starting city or village. So yeah, I'm actually pretty sure you guys passed through that when you made your way to the caves.
We didn't actually pass through it. We passed it by.
Okay. Yeah. I knew
We
you guys wouldn't
followed
hear
the
it, so yeah.
If I recall, I believe we learned there was the Wayne stones or whatever they're called.
The men here.
Yeah, men here.
Will we ever remember the name of these stones? No.
But yeah, for the
Perhaps.
purposes of quest locations, the Moon Mist brother is here. The Dragon's Nest is over here. Not underground, but in the mountains, so.
Oh, Christ.
The Kraken's Confidential is obviously over here, near Kraken's Hollow.
Kraken's Confidential.
And then the Lord's Retreat is over here.
Oh, it's gonna get chilly. Ah, we're going north. It's gonna
Ah,
get chilly.
shit.
Ah, shit. Ah, it's gonna get chilly. Yeah, I don't want it to get chilly.
This is why you should buy winter clothes.
I need to wait 2 more days until
All right, anything else?
after hour.
No, I just go and discuss my party members first, and then come back and pick
All right.
whichever one you decide on.
One thing of note, you will have to deal with, since this is a quest initiation, there is a reduction in your reward for the quest, which goes to the guild. The reduction is lessened as you become higher ranking in the guild, but as a aspirant, effectively, it is, I believe it's 25% goes to the guild. Yeah, I have to look at the thing, but basically they take a cut.
Capital.
I honestly wasn't expecting a reward. I was just expecting entrance to the guild. So
Oh. Yeah, no. They basically, if you're someone who's just wanting a quest, they can provide them, but they have a finder's fee, and since you're wanting to join it, you might, you won't have a full finder's fee issue there. Yeah. Also, as a member, not member, someone from Calabash, you would know it's probably best not to skip out on providing them their finder's fee. Yeah. Don't do that. I don't
What are
think
they
you
gonna
would, but
do?
yeah.
Hunt us down?
Anyways, anything else people want to do before we go to Paul? All right, good talk. So, Paul,
Yep,
you're doing the thing?
doing the thing.
All right. Go and bring you to apples.
Oh lord.
Julie, do the thing.
Hello.
Hello. So, yeah, I would like to go to one block east of the Saladan estate where I said to Nobu where to meet.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna cast See Invisibility, which normally I have a 10-foot range on my invisibility sight. For See Invisibility, there is no range. Just so I can see Minerva coming from a mile away.
Gotcha.
If necessary.
Very good, very good. Minerva was following Nobu. Nobu also has the ability of casting invisibility and would have that up, so he is going to have to roll a check to see if he can avoid her following him. So I will do that real quick. Let's see, your stealth, I believe, is also plus 12. Yes. All right, let me go find her sheet real quick so I can go and roll her perception. Let's see. Where is it? I really need to have this thing easier to access. It's easier. I don't remember what. Oh, there it is. Found it. We're good. All right. And your bonus is what? All right. Oh, yeah, no. No, we're good. All right.
Awesome.
Nobu manages to slip away from any prying eyes of the familiar. No issue there. So he makes his way to your meeting spot.
And I will meet him there.
Excellent. Let me go make him visible. Or sorry, that'd probably be better not to do that, so no shenanigans are being seen on screen. But he would meet you there, Nobu, within the area outside of your estate.
Ah, yes. Good, good. I am all ready now.
Excellent. Where should we go to perform this ritual?
Well, it is probably best to do it in a more secure location. Wouldn't want any prying eyes or ears to see anything. So, we have a few options there. We can go somewhat out of the city. There's a few locations there that would be proper. We could go into one of the chambers within the Arcanostra, although with the redhead flying around, that could prove bothersome.
I don't think we should go to Arcanostra. And by the way, I know of a spell that can shield us from scrying magic.
Oh,
But
what?
it would take me some time to set up, and it's specific to an area, not to us. So we'd need to find a safe place. Then I could cast the spell, and then we're good.
Is that in your book?
Yes,
I'll pay you if I can add that to my book.
we can hash that out later.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's do that. That'll probably be the best idea. Get that spell kicked off, and then we can begin. Yeah, there's a few places outside of town. We can go there. If your home has a sanctum in it, that would work too.
The rest of my party is staying at my estate, so I think we should go somewhere else.
Very good. And out we go. Let's see here. There is a villa outside of town. From what I gathered, on my way into town, don't worry about how I got this information. It is empty. At least
What's
for
the
a
name
day
of
or two.
this?
We can go there.
Why is it empty?
The owners are up in Troubadour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my broom of flying and motion for him to hop on,
All right, he'll hop on the broom,
and then I'll fly to wherever he directs me.
and he will cast invisibility on himself and you. And he will direct you northeast to an estate. Let's see here. Where is he going to? Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's northeast. Where are you? I am blind. There it is. All right. Northeast of Sonata, he would bring you to the Baccharis estate. It is just off the river. It's not too far from the city itself, but it is off the river and away from prying eyes. It is now visible.
Excellent. I will fly us there.
Excellent. Well, that's weird. My DM view and my player view switched sides.
That is weird.
I know. I was like, why am I not moving on screen? Okay. Anyways, flying yourself on over there. Let's see here. Takes about an hour to get there, but yeah, no issue.
Okay.
Right. At the estate, you would see that the place itself is a relatively large villa, walled, has a small little dock that opens up into the river. The dock itself is walled as well, so there is some privacy in that regard, although it's relatively simplistic in the defenses for the river's entry to this villa.
Okay.
Here he would bring you, pointing you out towards a part of the garden within the villa.
Let's see here. I think it would be best to do this either underground or in the garden. Tree cover will help us in that regard. Other ground could work too to avoid any eyes from the sky.
Let's go into ground.
All right, let me go pick the lock. You'll move up to the door and start picking the lock. Let's see, your thieves' tools are also plus 12 because you have expertise in that, that, and that. And where's your fourth skill that you have expertise in? Deception. Okay, thought so. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, you have a spare lockpick?
No, but I have something else that could work. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to dimension door us through to the other side.
Excellent. He broke his lockpick. Man, I rolled fucking horrible. All right, plopped into the other side, you'd find yourself in a darkened estate. Multiple floors. You can see that there is a stairwell kind of like curving up in both directions, raising up to a second floor. And in the stairwell, on the ground floor, there is a door leading down. A door leading to a stairwell that leads down.
I will let Nobu lead the way.
All right. He is going to, on the way across, you can see him opening his eyes, trying to like keep an eye out for things. He does seem to find what appears to be a simplistic looking piece of metal, and he'll take that and begin casting a spell to morph it, and it shapes into what appears to be lockpicks. They're not, quality lockpicks, but, backup.
Perhaps instead of, perhaps we could make a trade after this. I teach you my spell, you teach me that.
Yeah, we can certainly have a trade, indeed. All right, let's see here. He'll go up to the stairwell leading down, check the door, it's not locked, and it'll lead you down. In here, you'll enter into a wine cellar. There are several shelves filled with bottles of different types of wine and whatnot, and it'll lead you into the back space of it, into a bit more of an open area. All right, this seems to be the appropriate area for it. Before we do this, though, you'll need to have the area set up, and you'll probably best to have your wish in mind.
Wish
So,
singular?
I mean, it should be multiple, but
Okay. While you do the prep work, I am going to cast my spell.
Very good.
Okay. So for the next 10 minutes, I am going to cast Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum, and I'm going to specifically choose the effects that sensors created by divination spells cannot appear inside the protected area or pass through its perimeter, and creatures in the area cannot be targeted by divination spells.
Excellent, excellent.
And fuck it, as well as sound cannot pass through the barrier at the edge of the warded area, and the warded area is just going to be this room.
Gotcha.
And that's it.
1 second. There is something unrelated that I need to quickly handle. And I'll be chopping into their call real quick, and I'll be hopping back.
Mark,
Hello!
earlier in the fight. Hello.
I am not done with the apples, but I have quickly arrived to require a perception check from Ada.
Oh.
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 Ada senses a disturbance in the force.
We're in Brotherland.
JC.
I may double check my. Yeah, it's plus 10. I was double checking my bonus right quick.
Holy
Gotcha.
fuck.
My passive's 20, if that helps.
Not high enough.
Okay, so just tell me what he fucking steals from me.
All right.
Just tell me what he steals from me. 20.
All right. Spending some time, you look around, all that, failing your task, and I'll be going back to apples. Hello, I am back.
Welcome back.
All right. So, time passes as your spell is cast successfully. I believe there's not a
chance of failure for that spell. So yeah.
No, there's no chance of failure.
All right. And the sanctum is risen up, and Nobu, completing their circles and incense is placed around the area. It smells thickly of. Have you ever been to like an Indian restaurant?
Not recently, so I don't remember.
Okay. Well, it smells greatly of different Indian spices. So like garam masala. Um, what's one I use a lot? I use these a lot too. I don't know why I'm forgetting some of the names. I mean, there's obviously curry powder. It starts with a T. Coriander
Talcum powder?
pepper. No, coriander is a smell you would smell too. Um, chili powder, things. It smells like a Indian restaurant. It smells
Okay.
delicious. Anyways, well, depending on if you actually like Indian food. I love Indian food, so it smells delicious to me and to Nobu. But the place is all set up. There are a total of 9 incense sticks placed within the circle, all at different points within a 9-pointed star.
All right, let's see here. I'll be the one casting it, so I'll have to enter into the circle. Let me hop on in.
He'll hop his way over the lines drawn and into the center of the circle, where he is now holding the scroll.
All right, you have your questions ready?
I do.
Well, I guess it's not really questions so much as wishes, but all right, let's see here.
And he will begin chanting in the feline language, which I believe you do not understand.
Nope.
Excellent. Makes it easy for me, so I have to start speaking words. So, the ritual is performed as he begins chanting the required magical components, and after a time, about another 10 minutes pass, and in the center of this room, for purposes of this, I am going to. Are you connected to the server?
Yes, I am in
All right.
Ratul.
Go to the second floor of the Savera state.
Okay.
I want to put it on non-player view because
Sneaky, sneaky.
yeah, I don't want. I know Renea uses player view, so I want to make sure only me and you can see this. So, um, let's see here. Where's your token? There it is. All right, you're going to go over there. So, down here in the darkness, you go drop this token. Let's see here.
I need to see that glorious Nobu token again.
Lost Fable tokens, NPCs. Nobu. Let's see here. Nobu's here with you. However, as he is chanting and saying the mystical words to summon this creature, this entity, a thick white smoke will begin to billow forth around the chamber, obscuring vision, and sense of hearing is also obscured, strangely enough. You do not hear anything. It is quiet. It is pure white all around you. And then suddenly a sound comes back, as you can hear a roaring torrent of wind billowing forth, the bottles shaking and quaking within the area. You can see a figure rise up. For purposes of handout, go grab that too. That's his token, though.
Well, my oh my, that is a name. You posted that in general.
His name?
Oh wait, no, never mind. That was a different thing. Never mind.
All right.
Ignore that.
Let's see here. His handout should be under this. All right. Here's his handout. Let me grab my cup. All right.
Who dare summon me? Hey, it's your go. You know, go.
Hi, my name's Paul. I'm a wizard, and I find myself in need of assistance that I think only you can give.
He will bend low, his smoky, wispy lower half kind of billowing forth around the chamber, filling the rest of the chamber with more of the smoke as it begins to like wisp around your face, kind of morphing into a hand, kind of lifting up your chin. It would look you over.
You speak a voice. Well then, what is your request, mortal?
Well, there are. I find myself in multiple binds. Are you able to help me out with multiple things?
I am bound to 3 wishes.
Okay. My first wish. I wish for the person that I know to be Thok, with whom I've had sexual relations with, to be instantly transported from wherever he is to right in front of me in this plane of existence, alive and well, right now.
All right. Do you have these typed out, or am I going to have to type them up as you say them?
I have them typed out.
Cool.
I can
Cool.
send them to you.
Okay. Cool. Send them to me for purposes of tracking, but let's
First
see
wish.
here. All right. He will nod and snap his fingers as you go grab something. Appearing from the smoke, seemingly out of nowhere, a figure appears. Da, 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 da. You can see their form. One second, I have to go read your wording one more time. You can see their form is bloodied, but it looks to be dried blood, and there doesn't seem to be any wounds upon them. Thok would appear in a daze due to the nature of the transportation magic, but you believe that they are alive and well.
Thok, I'm gonna run up and give him a hug.
Oh, oh. Where am I? Paul?
It's me. I got you out.
So good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
How'd you get me out? I was locked away in a cell for days. Those cultists are insane.
I summoned a genie.
You'll look
With
over.
some help.
Indeed.
A genie. Really?
Yes, I will talk to you all about it, but I have 2 more wishes. If you'll excuse me.
I won't keep you waiting then.
Okay.
I'll step back.
2 more.
Okay. This next wish is a bit wordy, but whew, this is the big one. Oh, I forgot to fill that in. Who would be the leader of essentially the peacekeeping force of Sonata?
The leader of the peacekeeping force, or the
Or whoever would be like the chief of police equivalent.
Okay, chief of police equivalent. All right. Let me go to the map. Let's see here. Because there is 2 different things. The leader of the peacekeeping force is different than the chief of police.
Okay, the equivalent of the chief of police is what I'm after.
Very good. Let's see here. Oh, I'm in player view. Let me go back into. Let's see here. You're one of the ranking captains, but you're not the chief. Where is it? Ba, 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 ba. Where are you? I'm going to find you. I'm pretty sure it starts with an M. Am I just blind, or am I just extra blind? The answer is I thought incorrectly. It was not an M. but an A. Abadarius Lynch is the name of
Okay.
the chief.
So,
All right. Also, were you wanting to use the name of John Doe, or were you wanting to use the name of the person you met?
whoever I spoke with.
All right. In that case, you'd be grabbing the name. Mordred Sever.
Let me fix that really quick. Mordred.
They had a name plaque, so.
There. That is quite the ominous name.
All right. And is that fully updated for the proper wording?
Yes,
All right. Speak it.
I do.
I meant for purposes of stream.
Oh, okay. I wish for Mordred Sever, the leader of the Pineholt Soul, and Malcolm Black, leader of the Devil's Den, to be magically coerced by you, without them knowing that they were coerced, to surrender themselves to Abadarius Lynch, and for Mordred Sever and Malcolm Black to testify against themselves and all of their employees who are knowingly involved in criminal activity.
He will snap his fingers, nod his head, close his eyes, and then open them. It is done.
Thank you. And my last wish is quite simple. I wish to gain permanent true sight out to a range of 500 feet.
As you wish. He'll snap his fingers, and your eyes will shift. I have good news and potentially upsetting news. Oh no.
What's the good news?
You gain true sight after a range of 500 feet.
Fuck you. I know what the bad news is.
What's the bad news?
Only 500 feet.
No.
I can't see farther than 500 feet.
No.
Okay.
The bad news is you gain true sight out to the range of 500 feet.
Okay.
You're
How
gonna
is
see
that?
some fucked up shit.
Paul is mentally resilient. I think he can handle it.
So, first off, I'm gonna go look at the world map to see where you're located for purposes of any checks I need you to make.
How do you define true sight? Is it different than the standard 5th edition definition?
The main thing is that true sight can see into the ethereal plane. That's the issue here.
Right, okay.
Yeah. All right. Is this the
How
place I
active
think
is
it
the
is?
ethereal plane?
Well, the ethereal plane is always active. It is basically, think of it kind of like have you seen what was the name of that show? I'm just mind blinking. I don't know why I keep thinking His Dark Materials, but that's not the name of the show. Stranger Things. There we go. Have you seen Stranger
yeah.
Things? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the Upside Down is kind of like a dark reflection of the real world?
Yeah.
Take that idea where it's like a reflection of the real world, except for instead of dark reflection, it is a ghostly reflection. It is the realm of spirits.
Okay.
So you are both in material and ethereal at all times.
Wait, I thought true sight was just I can see the ethereal plane.
Yeah. So you're seeing immaterial and ethereal at all times.
Okay.
So I have to go look to see if there's any major events that happen in this villa to see if there's any ghostly activity here. Because that will change if I have you make a wisdom check for insanity or not. All right, let's see here. What's the name of the estate again? Baccharis Estate. Let's see. Their family is. All right. You do not notice any ghosts or anything like that within the estate itself. It seems to be fairly normal, but there is a purple shine, a sheen around everything. You recognize this as ethereal in nature. You can see that there's wispy forms surrounding yourself, your companion, Nobu, and Thok as well. The being that you have summoned, they are not wispy. They are purely material.
Okay.
The area itself, the walls seem to be somewhat misted over, wispy in nature. The floor itself is shifting, contorting itself. Anything else that might be relevant for this point? Yeah, no. So far, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. If you said, I wish to gain true sight 500 feet, then it would have been an issue, but you said out to. So it means from there to 500.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're good there. Yeah. All right. So be it. He will snap his fingers, all that good stuff. Your eyes will shift, all that good stuff. You would see what you see, and the spell scroll will disintegrate into ash, and his form disperses. From there, we will join the others, because we will be doing you for. We'll be going back to you in a bit, but want to get what they're doing.
Alrighty.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh no, they're back. What did I miss? I was grabbing a drink.
They just
Nothing.
got back. It's good.
We just got back.
Just got back, indeed. So, what is everyone else doing?
We're talking about cats.
Yeah.
And a baby.
And sharing pictures.
And big kahuna red. In game wise, I'd assume, I don't know what hour this is happening, but I'd assume pretty much we'd all be back at the estate.
I think for the most part we are Jay chillin'.
Unless Minerva found Nobu.
Nope, they never found Nobu. They were searching. You have actually began seeing Ada show up, who was also searching for Nobu, who then waited in Nobu's office, but never found Nobu. All right, so as you guys are doing your things, some of you within the Arcanostra doing your stuff there, some of you helping out with the moving for Willow, some of you remaining within the Saladin estate. Let's see here. One moment.
You feel a great disturbance in the force.
Always
the entire world blows up.
As the entire world erupts! So, what are we thinking for the next campaign?
Pazuzu Storm Cleric, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I cannot wait.
All right. Yeah, no. All is normal. You guys want to do anything specific, or do you want to continue for the next day?
Completely off topic, but y'all like a Snapple fact? The almighty gods of Snapple, the gods of wisdom, have stated a pear can be dissolved by vinegar.
Interesting.
All right, then. Okay. Is there anything for anyone else?
No.
All right.
Besides Ada spending the day looking for Nobu.
Gotcha.
Was Jillian helping Renea today or no?
No. Yeah, she had to finish her own project because she's on a deadline there.
Good for
All right, in that case, time passes, some stuff happens. For Paul, I imagine some stuff will be going on in text chat for what's happening in your land, but on your return, indeed.
On my return, well, you know who is with me,
Yes.
and I assume the people at I assume my staff knows who he is.
Yes.
I will tell him to go to my estate, and then I will go and try to find Renea.
All right. For those within the Saladin estate, a large Burly's probably not. Large, muscular, half-orcish man would enter into the estate without any issue from the servants. They all seem to recognize him and mention his name, Thok. So
And,
he is allowed entry, no issue.
I imagine there's a
God, I wish I was at the estate. God damn it.
he's well endowed.
Yeah, that's true. For those who are in the Arca Nostra, where is Minerva?
I guess she would kind of search all over that southern portion of town, the industrial district, the Arca Nostra.
So she's not in Arca Nostra then.
Yeah, it would kind of depend.
What would it depend on?
What, like when it was, where she started looking, if she decided to double back. So I don't know. Somewhere around town. That's where she is.
All right, high or low? We'll do it that way.
High.
All right. She'd be in the Arca Nostra. This would be around the time when you'd be finding Ada in Nobu's office, which means you would be aware. Nobu. Sorry, not Nobu. Ada. In your mind, you would hear Nobu's voice.
What you doing in my office?
So this is clearly sending, right?
It's a message.
It's a message.
Ooh.
You can reply to this
sounds like a
message.
Okay, so Ada pulls out a book, covering her mouth because Minerva is fucking everywhere. Everyone knows Renea spies on everybody. Doesn't know who she's spying on at any given time.
If
So
you would like
covering
this
her
to
mouth.
be secret, you can send it through DMs.
It's cool. Just so they can't hear what they're see what they're mouthing.
Gotcha.
Was going to talk to you about the genie thing. Is that still on?
No, it's all been denied to me. Yep, your redhead friend made sure of that.
If it makes you feel better, I don't like her either.
I knew it.
Just a little, yeah, actually.
If it makes you feel it. Actually, yes.
Being totally fair, Renea doesn't like you either. You're kind of bossy and mean.
Well, then I'll be on my way.
All right. Oh, and take the orb with you.
Okay. Ada's going to stand up, look bored, and leave.
Orb, leave.
The cat will become visible.
At that, Minerva will become visible, and Renea will speak through Minerva's voice. She will speak through Minerva.
Mhm.
Can you give me back my diamonds?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I had some diamonds that have since gone missing. I know that you needed a diamond.
What's your insight bonus?
My insight +7.
All right.
Yeah, well, you made it clear that I wasn't to do that, so I didn't, have any. Didn't have any to begin with.
Well, do you think you could recover my diamonds for me if I were to pay you?
Perhaps. Do you have any leads?
Leads.
Leads, like who might have taken them?
I have no idea.
Well,
At
when
what
did it
point-
happen?
At what point would I return?
It is up to you where you would have gone. So,
Oh, I wanted to go find Renea.
then you'd probably be pretty close to him. Because he
Okay.
went to his office and you would have been told that she was at Arcanostra. So,
Okay. So I'll go to Arcanostra looking around for Renea.
at this point, I would say you could arrive. Because,
Okay.
she's
Hey,
in the tower
Renea.
she was in the last 3 days. So,
Renea, I'm back.
Renee will have Minerva speak to Nobu for her as she talks to Paul. Oh, I just found Nobu. He's in his office. Minerva's with him at this moment.
Well, I have something for you. Paul will reach into his pocket and pull out the diamonds.
All 6 of them?
All 6 of them.
now we go to your
Alright.
Reacher's log and delete that.
I wouldn't trust the cat if I were you. He's quite sticky-fingered.
Right.
But I managed to get them back.
During this time, Minerva has been telling him what Renea knew about the time of this theft and where it occurred, in the library, not the library, the area.
Yeah.
So I just asked him to recover these diamonds for me, but obviously they've been recovered. What should I say to him? Because honestly, I just want him to leave me alone.
Just say, never mind, your services are not required. Something like that. Should get the point across pretty clearly.
Renea will look through Minerva's eyes and speak through Minerva again, and she'll say, my apologies. It seems your services will no longer be required.
All right. No issue for me. Well, then you can
And
leave my office.
Minerva will fly out into the hallway and then turn invisible and then bounce.
Like leaving or
Yeah, leaving.
like literally. Okay, I was like literally pouncing.
Just,
they are a ball.
Just floats out,
Insane.
Tom Chigley.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what is the rank Nobu has? I assume it says something on the pin.
They are not a member of Arcanostra. They are a member of a different faction, but they are joining here as a kind of like a transfer type of thing, like a shared knowledge of these two factions.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may.
Do I even want to know what you had to do to get these back, Paul?
Nope.
Well, as long as, this nation of Kalbesh doesn't turn into a desert, and the cat doesn't keep stalking me, I think I will be just fine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
One thing of note, by the way. Which route did you take to get to Arcanostra, Paul?
Back the way I came.
Which
Or
is
I guess actually I would have walked in through the city gates and then walked through like the normal street passage.
so like so.
Yeah.
Yep. Carry on.
I think that's it for me. Then I'd head back and to the Sailordan estate and see a certain someone.
Indeed. All right. So, let's see here. There is a few things to note during your walk.
Okay.
Specifically, as you walk past the woven tapestry, you would notice something strange within it. There itself seems to be extra influenced. It is shifting ever so slightly, and there are whispers echoing out through the graveyard, speaking your name.
I will ignore that and continue walking.
All right.
What did you do?
Oh my.
You left the city, I think, going by the world map. What did you do while you were gone?
Don't
So,
worry about it.
that is your plan. That is what you're doing. You're heading back to the state. Anything else anyone wants to do for the day?
Ada is gonna go back home and finally relax after like 3 days of cramming.
Excellent.
Renee is going to go ask about anti-theft measures for bags of holding.
It is called a zipper.
As she holds the bag of holding in front of her at all times, with her
And a
hand
bell.
holding it closed.
One second.
Hold on, aren't 2 of those diamonds resurrection diamonds?
Yeah.
That'll be a while. Pains of multiclassing.
All right. So, looking around town, or looking around the Arcanostra Library, give me a Arcana check, Renea.
I was gonna go ask an enchanter.
So Renea, or so Ada.
Wait, Ada?
Yeah, they have enchanting lore.
Oh, like I was gonna go ask like the enchanting lady, the shopkeeper.
Maybe you can do that too. All right. So you're heading down that way.
Yeah.
All right, to Ariana Ari. Heading back down to her shop, you'd find her behind the counter, asking about any enchantments that could provide anti-theft measures. There are a few. There are a few spells that could provide the base enchantment for you. There are a few specific enchantments upon bags of holding that can be made, all of which are somewhat pricey, so there is that issue. But and to be clear, none of these prevent the bag itself if it is ever taken from being stolen. It just provides you extra warning or extra safety measures from being pickpocketed. So things like bonuses on perception to notice people trying to pickpocket you, or bonuses on like alarm spells if something like tries to pickpocket the bag, or maybe like a trap that might activate if it's someone who doesn't have a command word to open it, and things like that. If the bag itself is taken, though, there's nothing really can be done about that.
They don't have the RFID chips for bags of holding?
No.
How expensive is a alarm spell for someone pickpocketing the bag?
Let's see here. Alarm spell for someone who does not answer a command word before using it first. That would be... One second. Where's your... Here it is. All right. For that, you were looking at... About 429 gold added on to the bag. And some
How
time to
long will
enchant
that?
it.
How long will that take?
That will take. Well, she's already doing some tasks for people, so she can't do a speed job, but she can do traditional. So it'll take 6 days.
Do you have any already enchanted in stock?
No.
Really? I feel like that would be in high demand.
Which is why they're not in stock.
That's fair. Do you have a... Well, actually, can you take a normal bag of holding you have in stock and enchant that for me, and then I give you this current bag I have when you have the new bag finished?
I mean, I could. Won't really change the price.
Or take this one and give me, like, a rental bag or whatever.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, let's do that because I definitely need a bag of holding over the next 6 days.
Alright, let's see here. Bag holding then, renting it out. There will be a down payment as well as a rental fee for how long you needing it, just for the 6 days?
Yes.
Alright. Down payment would be that, and then rental fee would be... Yep. $12 gold for the rental, and then the down payment of 100, so 112 gold for the renting of the bag, and 429 gold for the enchantment to be applied to your current bag.
And that's the cheapest way to do the whole... You still have a bag of holding while you enchant one?
Yes.
So the total is 542? 41?
$541, yeah.
Lose.
Can I talk you down to 500?
Roll persuasion.
Ooh, I should have put on frickin' enhance ability. It's fine, I have proficiency. 18.
Alright, an even 500 then.
Right, Renee will... I really wanted to say 5 platinum. No, that's 50 platinum.
Indeed, 50 platinum. Alright. Handing over the coinage and the bag, assumedly after you transfer the contents to the rental. Let me go put on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Renea's alarmed bag of holding completed. What is the command word for this bag of holding's alarm?
It'll be celestial, that's for sure. I'm not good at names or words. I will get back to you on that.
Alright, just steam it to me when you're good.
And then, isn't it reasonable to assume that during her research for her spell, which involves healing, she would have come across some alternative methods of healing, such as the Circle of the Shepherd Druids and their method? Not even like a passing mention, so she can know to ask in character, hey, can you make me a unicorn totem thing?
That is correct, because druids are fairly secretive. Also, this country's not really druidic in nature. Most of the magic is arcane, so A lot of their knowledge is arcane or divine, not primal.
Okay. So is there a way I can ask for basically that in character that I would know?
I mean, that's for you to find out. Because right now you have no in-character reason to ask. Hmm. But yes, anyone else would like to do for the remainder of the evening besides the stuff that will be going on in side chat? And do I need another side chat for you, Paul?
We could probably actually we could do that later.
All right, all right.
Because that would just be figuring out the hashing out of the details.
Mm-hmm. Man, that feel when you just freaking say, fuck your quest.
Fuck your side quest.
It's like,
I'm
fine, I'll
I'm
be in my
bringing
corner
back-
then.
Fuck your side quest. I'm bringing back thought.
No, I
Good enough.
honestly thought you were going to do something a bit more, like, outlandish. So, yeah, good on you.
Like summon the genie and wish for Thok back?
Yeah, that'd be crazy, right?
That would be crazy.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Renea got 6 diamonds back, right? The same amount she lost?
Yeah. Yeah, you got the 4 or 5 carrots and the 2 10 carrots. Which reminds me, I need to go make those not struck out on your loot sheet. Because they were struck. Boop.
Oh, I thought of another way. Renea would ask the enchanter lady, do you know of a magic item that can let you project healing energies over an area? Does such a thing even exist?
Not that I'm aware of. In theory, such magic could be made, but I've not seen or come across any such magics.
An idea just occurred to me. I don't know if druids can do this, but dryads can do something like it when they replenish a forest. But you'll probably see me again before 6 days, but until then. Renea has a task for Minerva now, because Minerva can use the teleporter to go back to a certain dryad.
I am suspicious.
Suspicious?
Yes. That is on the nose in terms of meta.
It's reasonable, though, isn't it? Because she's restoring life to a whole forest at once. So it stands to reason she might know something about spreading healing magic out over an area.
She is using plant growth.
Does Renea know that?
And more so than that, per what dryads are, their grove is tied to their life force. So the less healthy they are, the less healthy the forest is. It's pretty rapid how quickly it fixes itself. It's not like a magic spell. So the idea, that idea is less of a stretch. The call on druids, that is a stretch.
Yeah,
because
so
you have seen the rapid restoration, which could be considered healing, from a dryad.
Mm-hmm.
But that is meta in terms of dryad or a druid.
She did see Datura use healing spirit once. That's what she was basing it off of. Because that's not something she can do where she can heal multiple people at like once with a single spell.
That is true. I forgot about Datura, and they're using that spell. Carry on! Anyways, anything else anyone would like to do?
The Spore Mother wanders the woods.
The Spore Mother took the dude who's missing. I guess technically Minerva and Nemelphia. If Nemelphia answers Minerva.
Well, that's not like a quick thing.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like any other downtime stuff.
No.
All right. So,
I can't think of
purposes
any.
of what? Yeah.
I said I can't think of any.
Okay. For purposes of the remainder of this day, Minerva wishes to go through the Way Shrine outside of Sonata, which is pretty close, to go into the Way Shrine within the Underdark to get to Nemelphia's Glade. Paul wishes to go back to the estate and do all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be for the rest for this day. For next day, we'll find out next time for next session.
Oh, that session was a roller coaster.
Indeed.
That was.
Anyways, I'm
that was more
gonna
than
stop the
feeling.
stream here. Hope you all had fun. We'll see you next time.